Hello, everybody. I think we're going to start shortly. I'm just waiting on my co-host to come up. Hello, everybody. I think we're going to start shortly. Oops, sorry for the feedback. I'm just waiting for my co-host to come up on the panel, and we'll get started shortly. So hang in there. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, we'll get started soon. Hey, little boots, what's up?
I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sweet. This is my first time trying this on my laptop. So.
Yo. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty well. Just enjoying my day off on a Sunday. Yeah, it's finally good to talk to you on voice. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're waiting on AK to come up. She said she's on her way, so whenever she gets here.
God damn it! Hurry up.
Yeah, AK, come on.
Too busy causing trouble out there.
Yeah.
In the Twitter land.
Yeah. Yep. That's what it seems. I haven't really been online, but it seems like a lot of stuff has been going on this weekend. I just haven't bothered to care.
Yeah, I've been working on my school stuff. Everything's due by tonight, so that's kind of. I didn't do anything during the week, so this weekend has been straight up that. But I have tomorrow to do fun shit, so.
Yeah, I used to wait till the last minute to do all of my schoolwork. Like in college, I used to wait the night before. I feel like I do my best work under pressure. I don't know about anyone else, but that's just me.
I used to, but now I don't know, because it's now grad school. I don't know why I decided to go back to school, but my brain just doesn't work the same. I can't force myself into those all-nighters anymore. Weird.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Well, there's scientific behind that too. When you get older, your brain chemistry changes, and
I'm dumb now, and I have to do my work before it gets dark.
Hey, AK, what's up?
Hey.
Okay.
I hope everyone's enjoying their. Yeah, we can hear you. I can hear you. I don't know about anyone else.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking because I got off the tab, and I wasn't exactly hearing you two, so I was just checking.
All right.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'll let AK and you guys do most of the talking because, like I said, I haven't really been around, so I don't know what's been happening, and I know you guys probably have a lot to discuss. Usually, do on Sunday, so have fun. I'll be here. I'll provide.
What do you want? What do you want to know about first, Keisha?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I want to know what happened. Why do I see clips of Lucy and Negs dancing? That's really odd.
God.
Everything was so
shit.
bad that I saw.
They had their 1,000 subscriber like a karaoke party or whatever. It was supposed to be his little monetization party, but instead it was like a sad, oh well, you did it, but you can't do it.
Yeah.
Then you got terminated.
Party?
It was like that Bart Simpson meme where he has the cake and it says, "At least you tried." It was like that.
Yeah, participation trophy vibes for sure.
Oops.
But yeah, it was gross. Well, they kissed on camera and they danced so awkwardly. Oh,
they didn't really kiss. Like they tried to make it look like they kissed, but it was like a stage kiss.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those stage kisses.
It looked really awkward and forced from the pictures I saw.
I mean,
dear God, I've seen better kissing from the room. Bald head on purpose.
Dear God, I've seen better kissing from the room.
Yeah, like it was bad. It just looked bad from my perspective. I mean, I didn't click on it. I didn't want to catch anything, but I was out living my life. I wasn't watching them. I just can't bother to watch any of his live streams or hers because I find them just so unwatchable in so many different ways.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch it. I just saw the people took screenshots of it, and I'm like, that's enough for me because DC looked fat as hell. And I was like, well, because you always see her sitting, so I think she's doing like some kind of fat girl angle while sitting. But she looked like fucking wide as shit when she's standing next to him.
Says, can we start by watching her upload? I can't believe she uploaded it. Uploaded the party.
She did like one of her videos to their dance party.
There's another music. There's another music video, and then there's like some sort of dancing or something. I don't know.
I don't know if I can watch. I did watch that video, and I don't want to watch it again.
I said that last time, and then we had to watch it on mute.
This one
has music again too.
Oh, great! Yeah. I think she does that on purpose. I think she does that on. Ew! I see it already.
I don't know if it's worth it.
Why did she pick that thumbnail? That's a horrible thumbnail. That's a really bad thumbnail.
I'm not gonna body shame them. It's just not my thing. But honestly, with the way they're acting, I can see why people are just making fun of them. But hey, that's just my personal ethics. What I will say is I'm so glad I left Nexus community so long ago. And of course, I'm so glad that I pulled him off.
Well, Negs called me fat, so I'm going to call him fat, and I have confirmation of your fatness, Negs.
He called each one. Everybody fat. Not just Negs, but DC too. Went after Keisha for her looks for like days. I remember that. This was recently too.
Yeah, and I look good. Whatever.
Yeah, not only that, but also he can dish out jokes, but can't take mine. My literal fucking troll video. Good God.
That's how Negs functions. Like he can never take any jokes, but he sure can dish them out, and he can talk about everybody else's kids.
Oh
if it comes from men too, he definitely can't take it either.
Yeah, he can talk about everyone else's kids, but no one can talk about his kids.
You saw what happened with Doom just like a little while ago in the chat. So yeah, he can't deal with it when it's a dude. He like loses his mind.
He doesn't like Doom at all. You can
tell. No, he does. He likes him. That's why he's pissed. Because the last time Doom was around, we were all still cool with Negs. That was like over a year ago. So when he came back, he was like, "Hey, how come you're not on my side?"
Yeah, he wants to know what happened that changed. Like your fucking behavior, Negs. Your mask slipped.
So you became a total toxic jackass.
He's lost his mind, and it happened when he met DC. Like I was telling somebody in my Discord this. It truly did happen when he met DC. Like he went downhill from there, and she's destroyed everything he's worked for. Everything. She's
a complete and total parasite.
She really is. There's a reason why they call her the channel killer.
Yeah,
not that, but also the fact that
he does that.
And the fact that she keeps on attacking people and just going after small accounts that even criticize her shows that she's just desperate.
Yeah, she is very desperate and lonely, and that's the main motivation behind why she latched onto him, because he was the one that accepted her, I guess. I think he's just using her for money. That's just my opinion.
So it's like a cooperative, parasitical relationship. They're both parasites to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they both give and take from each other. All right, I'm gonna press play on this. Hopefully it plays well. My modem's downstairs right now. This is gonna be even worse without the sound. Hold on, let me get rid of this layout.
Should we find our own music?
Look at that. Look how wide she, like, that shirt. Okay, maybe it's the shirt, but I doubt it. She looks like his size.
She does look like his size, and he's fat.
Yeah.
So that's all
We've all seen the front butt. We can move on.
Let's play my I don't know what music I have, like a list of like royalty free shit here, and I'm looking. Let's try Feeding the Ducks. I don't want it to be too loud. I don't know what it sounds like. I can't hear it from here, but maybe you guys can tell me. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Whatever works. That way we're not looking at pure. Oh yeah, I was gonna get rid of that layout. You guys distracted me.
Oh god.
Oh my god. What am I looking at?
It's your fault.
No.
Okay.
Oh man. Is this what turns you on, DC? This is sad. Oh.
You know, funny. It's like one day he's gonna do that, and that railing is gonna fall right over.
All the better. Why did he do that? What is up with these weird clips? I don't. Ew. It looks like old people dancing at the function.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
That's probably about as spicy as their sex life is. Look at it. Oh no. Oh.
I know. This is the personification of a midlife crisis.
He wiggles like a bloated potato.
I mean, what else can he do?
Not much.
He is shaped like a potato.
He is shaped like a potato, yes.
She's even worse. God.
What is she doing?
That's a dance, I think.
What is that? What is this? What is? Ew! Ew!
What is
oh my god!
Optical rape!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Visual rape! I did not consent to this. Oh my god!
It's
okay. I just want to point out that
is that the only move?
Yeah. But like, if you look at her shirt, it says "nags," right? And then it's like sounded out underneath, but it's sounded out incorrectly, so it doesn't actually sound out "nags."
Wow. Tell me you're retarded without actually telling me you're retarded.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh no. Yeah, I agree with Kitty. Turn it off.
This is just sad.
Hold on. There's gonna be some noise in the background. Just ignore it. All right, here we go.
All right, play that video or take it off the screen.
Yes, I'm gonna tell. Sorry, I got distracted. There we go. Sorry.
I do enjoy your banner though.
Visual rape. Yes, it is.
She's acting like a T-Rex with rabies.
She's gonna shake those extensions out.
This is just horrible. They look drunk and drugged up and all kinds of.
Because they are.
She looks like one of those like an awkward middle schooler trying to like touch him, while they're dancing.
And look, every time she gets close to him, you can see him physically cringe away.
Yep, look, bump, they like touch and then they leave.
Everything about his ew.
What's he doing?
Oh my god.
Ew.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
I see his attic dump is.
Oh, there goes.
Tiny. Oh no.
Ew.
It's so gross. It's so forced and gross.
Look at her. There's no way that was real.
Dark side of Reddit.
I don't know.
So that video was fucked. That video was fucked up. Let's look at the dark side of Reddit. What is this? I swear, if this is somebody porn bombing me, I'll fuck you up.
I'm speechless.
Who is this?
Oh no.
All right, let me put a comment. Let me put a comment up on the screen, just in case. Hello.
Hi. I'm not
Hi.
porn bonding anybody.
Okay. That happened like the last
Hold
3
on one
times that
second.
somebody up
Just give me a sec.
Is there anything else you guys want me to watch? Well, we're here to torture ourselves for you, so let me know.
I mean, there's lots more of
Okay.
this weird attic shit that's happening.
I think we saw the highlights.
Okay.
Yeah, so much cringe, David. Oh my god.
I'm in the living room right now and I'm ready to just vomit. When I saw that was just like, no, gross, please no.
Why do they not? If you want to act that way in your house, like behind your doors, like go for it. But why would you film that and then be like, yeah, that's good. Let me put that up on my channel, because I know how much. As someone who has uploaded, I haven't uploaded a video in 2 weeks, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to upload every week, and it takes some time to upload a video. There's so many stages you have to go through.
Have you seen her videos? They don't take much time.
No, they don't. It's just it's her talking to
Hey,
her audience.
Mars. Yeah, but the video, uploading itself takes at least a few minutes. You could think through it in that time.
Well, that's the thing is they're so invested in everybody believing this to be real that the more that they do shit like this, the less that everybody believes it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
Yeah, that was pretty awkward.
It's just so horrible, and the thumbnail she chose too was just so disgusting. Look at the thumbnail. Hold on, let me share my screen. The thumbnail she chose was just so bad.
Really?
Look at it. Why would you choose that as your thumbnail? You chose
It
that.
looks like she's doing something else that we don't want to know.
I have
It
a
looks
feeling
like
she looked at that and was like, I look like a badass bitch. I'm using that.
Right.
Not
She looks,
to me.
she looks like she's taking a shit on the floor. That's what that's what it looks like she's doing.
To me, it looks like she just came up from doing something else.
I don't want to think about that.
That's why I said I don't think you want to know.
We'll just say she took a shit on the floor.
Okay, we'll say that.
Yeah, that's. Oh, here, someone's trying. Oh no, they're okay. Mad Labs. I feel like this person's gonna porn bomb me because it's always somebody with their camera on.
I
don't-
have my camera on just to show you who I was. That's all.
Okay, no, it's fine. No, this person that's trying to come up on the stream, I don't trust them. I won't let them on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no worries.
This is the the fifth time. I feel like every time someone is targeting me, because every time, AK will tell you, every time I do a stream, there is a person, I don't know who it could be or whatever, but there's a people that come and they porn bomb me. But why does it happen? My channel is so small.
I know. Some people tried to do that to me too. It's I don't need this shit.
Yeah, it's weird. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kick them. I don't know you. I'm good people. I don't trust you though. I don't know who you are, and I've never seen your account before. I don't know.
Sounds like something somebody who would porn bomb you would say.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy.
I wouldn't do that.
My grandparents.
My grandparents
dance like that. It's called the twist and then the jive. I know my grandma used to dance like that too, and well, we all know where she is. She was old.
I'm sorry, but my grandparents were old school. I mean, they'd rather do the Foursquare or the waltz. That was it. They don't do stuff like that.
Yeah. No. All right. So, yeah, that happened, I guess. What else happened this week that
hold on. There's a tweet from Negs, I think. Yeah, where he's tweeting at DC, and it says, "You're beautiful inside and out. You stole my heart and remind me of what happiness is." And there's a screenshot of them kissing and dancing.
KYS.
I think she wrote that for him, though.
Probably.
Maybe. There's a possibility of that.
I searched open panel on YouTube. Well, unfortunately, Mad Libs, you have to have at least a 7-inch dick to come on screen, so.
Yes, indeed. And I don't think you're going to be interested in what we're talking about. So no offense, but I just feel like this is not your thing. Maybe somewhere else.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be a part of this panel. Look, they're warning you. Stay away from us. We're toxic. No, okay.
We're very toxic.
We are.
Yeah. You're not being a very friendly cupcake.
She's cool.
I mean, I'm surprised that DC actually put on weight.
Is she putting on weight? Or like, is just like, this is how she is and we just are now finding out?
I don't know, because like 2 years ago, the last time I saw her, and when her and A's were like enemies or whatever, she was skinny as fuck. And now she's like fat as fuck. I'm thinking
she was never skinny. She was skinny fat, but I don't think she was ever skinny.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like, she wasn't like extremely fat, but she wasn't extremely skinny. She was like in a healthy weight zone. And now she looks like she's got like a baby in the oven. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She definitely doesn't. She cannot, unless she's like Mary. I don't know.
Yeah.
What? This guy in my chat, I've watched for weeks. I don't believe you. You said you just searched open panel and then you found. I hope it's not Negs. I don't think it's Negs. If it no, because I saw the person's face. It's definitely not Negs. But it doesn't matter. I don't it's an open panel for people who know, like, you know what I mean, for anybody in our community who wants to talk. I've never seen this person before. Would you rather thank people or what? I'm new too. Want to give me an inquisition? I don't know.
Oh,
whatever.
No, we're just okay.
This is a talk about the week's happenings, and if we don't know that you know what the week's happenings were, we're probably not going to bring you up. Sorry. Like,
it's an open panel, but that doesn't mean that you're going to make it up on the panel. You can join, but that doesn't.
You can join, but it's just you have to know what was going on during the week.
Yeah, like it's the Sunday tea. It's where we talk about, the week and what happened in our community, not everyone else's. We talk about other things too. I actually do. Speaking of talking about other things, I don't know if you remember, AK. You may remember this, Little Boots, but a while ago I mentioned doing something on family channels.
Yeah,
and like 8 passengers specifically, because they're very they do a lot of questionable things. This video, I don't know if you guys know who Jay Aubrey is. He does a lot of
he's pretty good. I like him.
Documentary style.
Oh, really?
Like, deep dives. He's really good. So I think what we'll do is we'll watch his video on 8 passengers. This guy's smoking mad weed. I see him. You can't see him, but I can see him in my waiting room.
No, okay.
All right.
I don't want. Can I let the new people know, like, the reason why we're very, like, a lot of us are very skittish is because
we have been. That, so I don't want to.
We some of us have been burned a lot during the past.
We literally got porn bombed last week, so.
Yeah. It's just for us. It's we're very skittish of who's around. Like, I know Little Boots, I know AK, I know a bit of fun is futile. It's just I I'm very skittish around people, especially after the fact of what Neg's done to me. I mean, that was pretty harsh.
Yeah,
like,
we get nervous.
For 2 years.
Understandable. Yeah, Nix doesn't stop. Not even, especially not now. Now he's like mentally ill and he's,
but
having trouble.
The funny thing is, he goes me on everything except for Patreon, and he still had me on Patreon as a paid patron. And I'm like, okay, if you don't have me on any of your chat, on any of your shit, then why do you have me still on your Patreon?
I can tell you why.
Yeah, he'll take your money. He'll take your money and then kick you out of his Discord.
That's what he did to me.
Like that.
Yeah,
he's a scammer like that.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm canceling. Done.
You know what, Todd? I remember you from when Traj was up here and you were giving him a hard fucking time. Don't come in my fucking chat and talk shit like you're just innocent, like you're like, oh, I'm just here to watch. I don't care. You can watch or you don't watch. At the end of the day, I have a full-time job that I attend to, and I don't care about growing my channel. This is a place for me and our community to come together, whether we like each other or not, and talk about things that happen during the week. I don't give a shit about, I don't make any money off of this channel. I make $0. Yeah, you act like I'm here. Not everybody that has a YouTube channel cares about growing it to large proportions. If it grows, great. If it doesn't, that's fine. It's for fun. You know what fun is, Todd? Yeah, you don't know what fun is because you're acting like a dickhead in my chat towards other people and saying something about me being Third Reichish, which is kind of an insult because most of you know that my family's Jewish, so don't say shit like that. It's not funny.
And cool. I mean, like, both of my grandfathers fought in World War II, man. That's not cool. And they fought against their home country. Like,
well, you know what, Todd? Cool. If you want to come up on panel and talk your shit, go ahead. That's what it's for. The link is pinned in the chat. If not, then shut up. We take it seriously because our lives have all been affected by this shit. And if you don't take it seriously, that's fine. But, like, I don't care. Like, stop talking shit in my chat. Like, for real. Leave people alone. This is a place where we should all be getting along, and you can disagree, but you need to be respectful and keep it clean. Like I said, keep it nice in my chat. I was talking about your mod. It doesn't matter. Like I said, my chat, my rules. Yeah. Keep it clean, keep it respectful. End of story. Gosh. I hate when people come in and talk shit like they know what they're talking about, like they're talking about, and they're like, oh, pay attention. Are you listening to me? I am listening to you. I'm saying take it easy in my chat. It's not that difficult. Yeah. You don't have to be a dickhead. You can disagree without being a fucking dickhead about it. All right, let's watch this video.
All right. What video is this?
You think it's funny that
this is about 8 passengers.
Oh, okay.
Let me turn the music off. They're a family channel?
Yeah, this is a messed up family. It's really messed up.
Yeah.
Okay. The mother is crazy.
Yeah, the mother's insane. She's really crazy.
So she makes her kids do like fucking crazy shit. Like if they get in trouble, they have to like sleep on the floor and they lose their bed and shit. It's just nuts.
Yeah. There's another YouTuber that covers the 8 Passengers family, and his name's Marky Mark, and he's pretty cool, but he covers them a lot. He actually infiltrated her YouTube group. She has this YouTube group that's kind of on the crunchy mama side of things.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like it's that toxic, like, oh, you don't need medicine, you just need prayer type of shit.
Well,
yeah.
Remember
you mean those like crazy crystal heebie-jeebie psychopathic people?
Are they really Christian?
Yes.
I forget. Are they religious?
They are. They're either Christian or Catholic. I don't know.
So if they're Christian, they're like whatever those like Christian Scientist people are who don't believe in medication.
Oh, you mean the creationists?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But like, so what they did was like their oldest kid, I think, got in trouble because he like played a prank on the younger son. And it was like a harmless prank. I mean, it was whatever. It didn't really they sent him off to like a wilderness camp where he had to like live in the fucking desert for like a month. And he came back.
Yeah.
And he came back. You could see he was like visually, like you looked at him and the way he acted, like he was traumatized.
Dude, those camps fuck you up.
Yeah,
God.
She's, and then she got mad at her young her young I think a 6-year-old, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, her young child, for not packing their own lunch.
The lunch, yeah.
And the teacher. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to stop myself because I pack my kids' lunch every day for school.
Oh, it's worse than that, because not only does she expect her small child to pack her own lunch, if she forgets because she's a child, she will not let the school provide a lunch for her because she needs to learn a lesson.
Yeah, the teacher was like, well, we can provide her lunch, or maybe you can bring her lunch. And she's like, no, she needs to learn. And she's like 6.
Wow.
Yeah, but we'll see all about that. Jay Aubrey does a really good job of covering everything. So
oh my God,
he's very talented.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's very depressing. So if you, trigger warning, if you're not into this type of thing.
YouTube is the #1 most visited website on the internet, making it one of the easiest and most accessible avenues for anyone looking to monetize their art. For some, that art comes in the form of animations, while for others it could be something along the lines of movie or music reviews, with some genres being more demanding than others. Vlogging, for example, involves sacrificing your privacy in exchange for a certain level of authenticity. Documenting both the highs and the lows of your day-to-day life can lend itself to a more genuine experience from the viewer's perspective, regardless of how exaggerated certain events may be. To me, the typical vlog is just content for people to live through, but it's this personal connection mixed with a stream of highly edited and entertaining videos that makes for a winning combination on YouTube, with many of these channels racking up an unprecedented amount of dedicated viewers regularly. But what happens when you bring children into the mix? And at what point does this steady stream of family-friendly content suddenly drift into
It's interesting that he shows the Ace family in the intro, because the Ace family is a whole other can of worms that I would love to go into another day. They are a whole mess. I don't know if you guys know anything about the Ace family. They're another family channel they're not the same as 8 Passengers. They're a little more like trendy and like, cool.
I kind of know about the Ace family. They're kind of like the same along the lines of Ace for Adley. I find they're very disturbing, but I mean, to each their own, right? So
yeah, well, Austin McBroom has a lot of scandal that he seems like a very
grifter. He's a grifter.
He is a grifter.
Yeah.
He may or may not. I mean, he's definitely a cheater. That's been proven over and over. And he may or may not be a rapist. Maybe. I don't know. They never really proved it, and the girl never complained, but she seemed pretty genuinely scared. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Exploitation. How much can truly go wrong
Allegedly.
when every minute detail of your life is presented to an audience of millions? I'd say this is a pretty important question, at least in the case of a woman named Ruby.
Is it playing well for you guys?
Whenever we start sharing
let me know
the details of how we actually parent, we get a lot of upset.
Ruby and Kevin Frank are the owners of a popular family vlog channel known as 8 Passengers, where they upload around 3 videos a week documenting their lives for a dedicated fan base of over 2 million people, garnering well over 1 billion total views since their launch in 2015. With her husband preoccupied as an assistant professor at BYU, Ruby ultimately runs the show, along with her 4 sisters.
And there's a whole other family that we might talk about one of these days that adopted this little boy, I think from China, and he was special needs. He was severely special needs, and they knew this, and they even went out of their way to find a special needs child to adopt in China, and they returned him. Like,
I heard about that. I mean, that one I have triggering moments with that one because I almost wanted
that really
to throw my
makes me
computer.
sad.
Yeah,
I can't understand that. Micah Stouffer. Yeah, the Stouffer family. Yeah, they're a whole other. We might have a lot of fun with these family channels because they're fun to talk. They're interesting to talk about. They're not fun. I won't say fun because kids are at at stake here, but I would say it's more interesting because like it really is like what kind of person puts their whole family on full display for everyone to see and like treats them like their disposable income. It's really crazy to me, I don't understand it.
Who also maintain channels of their own, all falling under the same common theme of family vlogging.
If you cut one more thing in my house, I'm going to take the scissors, look at me, and I'm going to cut its head off.
Grandma, I'm so mad. I don't agree with this type of parenting. And I know everyone's parenting style is a little different. But personally, I don't agree with like if you do this, I'm going to do that to you. Like I don't think that's an effective way of teaching your child to do anything. No. I think it just teaches them like this kind of like revenge mindset. Like, oh, if I get you, then or if you get me, I'm going to get you worse. Like that's not healthy.
Yeah. And making threats like that to a kid is somewhat traumatizing in a way too,
Well, yeah, but it also like teaches the motivation for doing things is like you will get some kind of punishment if you don't, not that you should do things because it's good for you or, whatever.
Yeah.
See, I mean, like for me, I do the 1, 2, 3 count. So basically, if my child did something bad, I go, okay, that's 1.
Yeah.
And if they do it again, that's 2. The third time, I'm like, okay, this is over. I give you your punishment, and that's it.
Yeah. So like recently, I've had this issue with my daughter. She's 3. And so like the 1, 2, 3 thing doesn't really work with her because she doesn't understand. Like she counts with me. She thinks it's a game. Yeah. But she started drawing all over my walls and I wasn't angry about it. I was a little bit, I have to clean it up now. But what I did was I left it up for a couple of days and then I sat down. I said, Sophia, if you want to draw like this is very beautiful. But if you want to draw, you need to draw on paper. And she said, okay. And so like she didn't do it anymore. She kind of did a couple of times after that. But she wanted to draw, so I bought her an easel. You know what I mean? Like so she could draw. Like the solutions are very simple because children are very simple-minded like that. They're not complex just yet. So like you can reason with them if you use a simple, solution. Like overcomplicating things with threats doesn't help anybody.
Yeah, and I mean, like my father-in-law actually put up a whiteboard, and he's like, "If you want to draw here at the house, go for it. There's a whiteboard. There's dry erase markers here. Go at it."
Oh, there's also that suggestion of like there's like chalkboard paint, so like making a wall into chalkboard or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can buy paint that will that you can put on the wall. That's so fun. Yeah. There's all kinds of options. I find that redirection is a lot more effective than whatever this is.
Redirection
and
is
threatening to behead a child's toy.
Yeah, because they don't understand. They think that you're beheading their best friend. Like that's scary.
Yeah, exactly. If someone trying to behead one of my stuffed animals, I would be traumatized.
Yeah, especially as children, you have so much attachment to your toys.
Well, yeah.
You like every single one of them, and it's just very sad. Look at her face.
I want to tell you something, and I want you to really
Can
listen.
I just say I'm really happy he blurred their faces out. Good for him.
We should have been in that crash. Put them in your pocket so you can take them down to the hamper and drop and give me 10.
Okay, see, that's another thing I don't agree with. Using exercise as a form of punishment. I feel like if you use exercise as a form of punishment, you not only create a negative like attachment to exercise, but you also can have the potential of creating an unhealthy relationship with food as well. You know, I like for example, people who, again, this is my individual parenting style. Like my daughter, sometimes she doesn't eat everything on her plate, but I won't force her to. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like that's just not.
Yeah, I mean, actually, they've done studies that say that's really bad to do because you're teaching your kid to overeat when and not listen to their body.
Yes.
Yeah, like I've actually had to but like my daughter is a really picky eater, so I would have to tell her like, okay, you can have 5 more bites and then you're done. Like that kind of thing for me, I have to do because
that's fine.
Because she refuses to eat half of her food. So it's kind of over.
I was that kid too. But my parents were so worried. They went to my uncle who was the doctor, and he was like, is she actually eating though? Like she's still eating whenever she's hungry? And they were like, yeah. And they're like, yeah, just don't worry about it.
Yeah, we had to say a few times like, okay, can you just have 5 more bites and then you're gone, and then you can go. Like we have to make a compromise.
I just got out of that phase with my 3-year-old. She wouldn't eat anything but like mac and cheese for like a solid month.
Yeah,
and I was getting so tired of it. So I'm like, you can't live off of mac and cheese, little girl.
Yeah,
and she didn't want to hear it. But now she eats she's hungry every 2 minutes. She's like, Mom, I'm hungry. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I make sure I have plenty of snacks.
And we I have actually have told my husband, I'm like, okay, let's try not to force her so much. We'll have compromises with her. Like if she eats so much, then she can do whatever for so long. So
yes.
I mean, compromises is my daughter's like in grade 2. So I mean, it's kind of like, okay, we have to do some kind of compromising. So we did have. So the whole compromising thing is actually working. But again, not everybody's parenting is always the same. And not everybody has the same thing. So
yeah, absolutely. Everyone's different. But I just don't feel like her way of this woman's way.
Straight out. They're in
the way, you know?
Shape your hands forward. There you go.
That can't be comfortable either.
Down further. Bring your butt down.
Through her years of lifestyle mommy vlog entertainment, Ruby has accumulated a net of almost 500,000 Instagram followers and a rough estimate of $2.5 million. Though it's hard to imagine Ruby's enormous success without the help of her 6 children, all of which I will be censoring for the sake of respecting their own privacy. With 2 boys and 4 girls, the ages of these children range from 17 all the way down to 6 years old. In fact, the very first video on the 8 Passengers channel was the gender reveal of that very 6-year-old. Meaning this fast-paced YouTube vlogger lifestyle is all this 6-year-old girl knows. Her life has been subjected to the cruel lens of a video camera since she was literally in the womb. But hey, I'm sure that'll have no greater impact on her development.
No, I will say that right now. No, YouTube children into YouTube. No, nope. I've actually, I will say this right now. I have actually warned my children about being on social media. I've actually warned my children to not give out their names, their ages, where we live, that kind of thing. We have actually, we lock that down so damn tight that not even anybody can go on their stuff without us knowing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important. Privacy and safety.
development whatsoever. I mean, how would you feel if the most critical years of your growth had been exploited for the sole purpose of granting your parents monetary success and online prevalence? In terms of the 8 Passengers channel, the controversy surrounding this lovely couple runs a little deeper than what you may see on the surface. At first glance, they may seem like your typical run-of-the-mill family, simply trying to share their joyous journey with the rest of the world, plus a few overly clickbaity thumbnails. But from what I and many others have observed as of late, there seems to be something far more sinister happening here.
I actually was thinking about you, Julie. Can I have a conversation with you?
Not the talk, not right here.
This video is kind of old, but I don't know if you guys know what happened with Def Noodles. I used to watch Def Noodles when he was like a nobody on YouTube. Like he had like 800 subscribers maybe at the time. And he was doing these little tiny skit type of videos, like not skit, but like he would like, you know, cover like the drama news and stuff. And they were like 5 minutes long, 4 minutes long.
Okay.
But he like punched someone like on stage at like a show or something. Like it was crazy. I don't know. I saw the video, but I didn't know the context about it. But I know he's been kind of he's been in a few scandals. Some adults shouldn't be on YouTube looking your way, Clara. Yeah.
Let alone kids.
DC needs to log the fuck off, and so does Nags. They both need to just log off and fuck off into the sunset and be happy or whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't know. What's this say? Not Def Noodles. I'm tired. Oh, I think a lot of people. What was the context? Can you tell me? Because like I don't know. I just feel like I don't think there's any good reason for punching someone like that on the stage.
I disappeared for 2 years. So, I mean, it's been a while since I come back. Yeah. And I mean, my, like I've said to very, very a lot of people, and I will say it again, I had health issues. I mean, it wasn't fun. I had to go through a lot. And now finding out what my diagnosis is and working through it, it's tough, but I mean, it is what it is, right? So, but for seeing like hearing about Def Noodles, hearing about seeing what Nags have done, seeing what other people have done, I mean, these guys are kind of gross. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, I think he got big. He blew up and he lost he lost who he was at some point. Yeah. This guy showed up to troll at his event and the crowd.
He's
and
always
had the
been
crowd
like that,
all
though.
chant a channel that was talking about how Def was a shit person.
He is.
Jeff came out and punched him. I don't think that warrants a punch. But I guess they call him understand.
Defamation Noodles because that's what he does.
Defamation Noodles. Yum. Hi everyone. Hi Brenna.
Hi Brenna.
I'm behind watching. I can't hear anything. I don't know. I wish I could help you. I don't think we're having a problem with sound though, because I mean other people were hearing us just fine, I think.
Yeah.
Still not okay. Put your hand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, definitely not okay. It's never okay. So what? You got roasted. Welcome to YouTube, I guess. You know, like whatever.
Welcome to YouTube land, where you get roasted on a constant basis.
He's very well known to be very, very thin-skinned and very, very stupid. So
I've gathered that. Yeah, I've gathered that. He seems like he's very sensitive.
The biggest thing that people have actually called me was either a racist or a fat person. And I'm like, okay, I mean, what I've dealt with in real life is nothing compared to this.
Oh, someone just shared the tweet in our Discord from Negs. You're beautiful inside and out. You stole my heart and reminded me of what happiness is. What is the picture? The picture is very odd. I don't know. That just doesn't, man, their relationship is so disingenuous. And you know what, Negs? I know you and DC watch my streams. You probably replay them, or you're watching it right now. You can sit there and pretend like you and DC are together, but your body language says everything about you. Everything about you. And you can't help it because it's not your conscious mind that's doing it. It's your subconscious mind that's doing it, and you're not realizing it. But your body language, the way you pull away from her, the way you shrink away from her whenever she gets close to you, it's very obvious. You don't try to hide it. And anyone with half a brain and a basic knowledge of body language and how it works, especially in relationships, knows that you and DC are not an item like that. And maybe she feels like you are, but Neg certainly doesn't feel that way. So, maybe she should get that memo through her head. And no, DC, we don't want your man.
Well, it's funny because like he tries to say that the reason that he does that is because he's just like really like shy or something, but he's had girlfriends before on camera. I wasn't around for that, but I wonder if he was doing that then. I don't think he was.
No, he wasn't. He was being an absolute creeper.
He doesn't seem like the guy who would be too shy to touch his girlfriend on, in public, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like he's a very gropey individual.
He is a very gropey individual. I will say that right now.
Like, he does a lot of ridiculous shit on stream. He takes off his shirt and dances with his belly hanging out, and that doesn't embarrass him, right?
But now you're a modest, dainty girl when it comes to your
You're saying you didn't like his
relationship.
I
don't buy it.
I know for a fact I don't buy it. So, I mean, yeah, he does twerks on stream. That was very cringy.
Is he back to? Oops, I had my sound on while I was drinking. My bad.
That's okay.
Sorry if you got a little bit of ASMR in there. Does he still delete his Twitch streams? Does he still dirty delete them?
Yeah, he dirty deletes everything.
Great. I was gonna say we could watch one, but I mean, if he's
dirty, he doesn't still up. He only deletes the ones that like where he says crazy shit and then puts them on Rumble. So I don't think he really just fully deletes them.
Well, okay. Let's continue watching this thing. I will work on getting Twitch up, and maybe we can see what we can find.
No.
No.
Not doing this. Okay, so you're just gonna sit by me.
I mean, you can agree or disagree with the way a parent goes about discussing puberty with their kids. I mean, I just learned everything through the internet, which definitely didn't stunt my development. An awkward channel seemingly against your own child's will is a little unnecessary.
Can you not film it? So I just
You just got rejected.
Of course there's no way they cannot not film it. If they did not film it, how are they supposed to make money and pay for your schooling, kid? Kids nowadays have it way too easy. Back in her day, they actually had this outdated thing called...
It's interesting that you say that, Kate, because like she probably thinks like we're all like hating on her, right? When we're like, like especially on streams and stuff. But it's not an overreaction. It's like personally, it's my genuine reaction to her doing that stuff. It doesn't, I don't know what it is, but it just makes my skin crawl so bad. And I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm being dramatic, but like at the same time, it's like, it's just my automatic like body, like my physical reaction.
It's not that she's doing it. It's because we can tell how fake it is.
It's just so unnatural. Yeah.
Oh, someone said they're up on Rumble. I think I have a Rumble account. Let me take a look. What the heck? Oh. God damn it. I hate how Twitch just starts playing by itself. Okay.
called privacy.
I mean, right in the same video, these kids are pleading with Ruby not to have this talk on camera. Forget the conversation itself. The fact that it's having to be broadcast to countless strangers on the internet is embarrassing enough in itself. Imagine having to show your face at school, knowing there are kids in your class who have seen you have such a personal talk with your parents. Any kid that age would be humiliated. What about the time Ruby uploaded her 11-year-old daughter's first shave, or her other daughter's first shave?
My computer decided to kick me off.
Julie has been asking all summer if she can shave her legs and armpits. I think every girl has a story where they're in a rush.
She's a manly looking woman without makeup, isn't she? Whoa.
Oh well. Cut. So there's a lot of hair in there, actually.
Don't show it.
It's just very bizarre to me. Quite frankly, it's these types of videos that attract not only children, but...
Listen, if you want to come up on stream, go for it. But if you porn bomb me, or you say anything inappropriate, or you start smoking weed and shit, dude, I'm cutting you off. So come on up. I don't care, but don't do no funny shit, because I swear to God, I'm not in the mood. I'm just trying to run my stream. So I'll wait for you to come up. If you want to come up, come up. I don't care. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here and I'm like,
holy but Jesus. Don't be so mean. I'm not on any kind of bad stuff.
Okay.
I won't smoke on your stream. I won't do anything that
you can smoke, I guess, but just don't make it obvious, because like
can I just smoke my cigarette?
That stuff. Yes, YouTube.
Like I'm not here to porn bomb you. I'm not. It's just like I stream hop a lot and I meet new people, and yours just keeps my list. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go here. It's the YouTube algorithm. For some reason, it keeps recommending me towards your content. So I just like, I might as well go in there and say hi.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
I'm looking on his.
Go ahead.
It's okay. I'm looking on his Rumble right now, and he still has Bridget's docs up on his.
Well, no, because the website went back up, right? The website went back up. Yeah. And she's false, you know what? She's doing false copyright claims, and she's just like sending out more non-contact orders and shit. So she's like lost her fucking mind.
I wish I could feel bad for Bridget, but I just don't. I'm sorry.
Because she's lying. Nothing happened to her, and she's just like abusing the legal system now.
We should watch the clip that you grabbed
the family
at some point, AK.
That's crazy.
Thank you for letting me up, by the way.
What I did to Negs, I know it wasn't cool, but I reported his ass because he was being a complete jerkwad. About the stream with me and Fedora on it. And we were like, I was just telling Peanut, like, dude, he's not going to give you the answers that you want. Right? So. Because if she had questions, she's not going to give me answers. Yeah.
And yes, I'm completely new to your channel, so my apologies. I haven't been paying attention for weeks. I'm completely new to your content.
It's okay. I mean,
you'll probably have no idea what we're talking about, but it's okay.
I pick up pretty quick. It's all good.
I guess I got this Rumble shit. I don't know. Oh my God. I'm gonna try to share it. I hate Rumble because it's such a shady site.
What's Rumble?
Like, they've got those.
It's a downgrade of YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like a YouTube for people who can't be on YouTube.
Right.
Who post shit that's not good for
It's where all the degenerates end up who get kicked off of YouTube.
Oh
Pretty
my
much.
God, I get it now.
It's where
you see like the ads on the side here.
Oh,
do this
yeah,
to fix
Rumble.
tooth decay. Like that's
that looks like my teeth
right there. I was gonna say it's Negs' teeth. It might be DC's teeth.
No, I think it's Callie's, but we can't really be sure.
Ew. What is that picture?
That is so fucking nasty. Oh my God.
His nostrils are so big.
It looks like he's like snorting.
Oh my God, what the
all of a sudden, whoop.
He snorts a lot of cocaine, or he used to.
I would say he's huffing gas or something. Like it's something really.
Clearly, he's on fire.
Dude, it's his skunk weed. I'm telling you, it's his fucking shit weed he buys.
Yeah, he gets like the weird synthetic weed, and it's like frying his brain.
Oh, definitely don't want to go with the synthetic stuff.
Yeah, and it's probably treated with pesticides, and he's just huffing basically.
There's probably way worse than pesticides in there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's when I was trying to.
This guy looks like a computer nerd. Who's that person?
What? That's Negs. Oh god.
Okay.
There's Callie and her big ass eyelashes.
Oh, that's so scary. What are these?
I
Why
know,
does he
right?
put that picture up of himself?
Computer nerd.
He's not a computer nerd. He's a
computer nerd. He's like a
he's a hobo.
I don't know, a redneck.
I'm a podcast wizard.
He's a poor, like, white trash person, I guess.
A poor white trash person.
That's what he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he checks off a lot of boxes for that. Multiple baby mamas.
There's him trying to be like hussy.
All that kind of shit.
That's him trying to be hussy.
He's just a poor white trash simple folk, really.
Yeah, living in his grandma's attic.
Except he's not humble, and he's like a grifter, so.
Yeah.
I'm a drifter too, though. I drift around sometimes.
No, a grifter. A grifter.
Oh, what's a grifter?
We like
Begs for money.
Yeah.
Oh, what a bum. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I hate that. Or like people use sympathy for like trying to get donations and get money.
Oh, yeah. Yep, that's him.
I hate the simping game.
A little bit of lore about Negs is he has a lot of children that he hasn't raised at all.
Wow.
He has this son named Mason.
I'm already
and
mad.
Sadly, he passed away when he was very young, and he didn't raise Mason. He actually gave up his rights to Mason when he was born because he didn't want to be bothered.
That's not what he was saying.
That's shitty, dude.
Anyway.
Well,
that's shitty to sign your rights away as a dad. Like that makes you pretty bottom barrel.
Yeah, and so what happened was he died. He passed away, and he started like asking his community, and this has been confirmed by people who were in his community at the time, like they knew him. He started asking his community for money to like cover expenses, but the funeral was, I guess, and everything was paid for already. Like he didn't have any part. He wasn't even in the obituary.
Right, he was just like a bystander, like just trying to collect on it.
Pretty much. And then he disappeared for like a long time,
crappy.
or like a month. He disappeared for like a month and then came back with lots of tattoos. So the speculation is that he allegedly
got some
took
money.
the money. Yeah, he used it.
And just partied and like got some tattoos and
pretty much, which is kind of sad.
That's shady.
That's allegedly.
I will put this right now. I was part of Nex's community. I did give some money to him for Mason.
And
that's crazy.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, which is crazy because he.
Wait, is that him on screen right now?
No. That's Fedora.
That's Fedora. She's another person. She's cool. She's chill.
That was her impersonating him, though. So close.
Yeah. Listen, Fedora will be very happy to know that she was someone that took her impersonations very seriously.
A made-up child. Not one that's actually called a name, just a made-up one because somebody said so on the internet.
Is he talking?
Yeah, he
is.
Yeah, he is. He talks over it sometimes. He gets yeeted from YouTube too, and then he uses that as pity points to get money.
Yeah, he's been yeeted from YouTube 20 times.
Now he's talking about Husky and about the kid.
There was a child present at the table.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, there was a child there. But it's everybody
that's his other thing. He loves to talk about children. He loves to bring children up. He's a really weird.
That's strange.
He brings up. It is very strange. Like he calls everyone pedos, but then he's always the one that's talking about.
Usually, it's the pedo that calls everybody pedos.
Yes, thank you.
Like, can you believe this one guy? He's a pedo, and like immediately my spidey senses tingle. I'm like, really?
He calls everybody pedo. Anyone who disagrees with him, he calls them a pedo. He called me a pedo.
He called me a pedo. He called everybody.
If he called you a pedo, then he's definitely pedo.
He tweeted it out that I was a pedo and like all sorts of shit. I'm like, I've never talked to you.
You can't even use the P word more than like 3 or 4 times before it starts to raise suspicion. So I'm just saying.
Not only he called me pedo, he also called me both Robert Walters pedo.
Oh my god, it's better than a Bill Cosby though.
The only thing is that Robert Walters is not
Chocolate
a pedo.
Push Pop. That's crazy.
Yeah, like he did a whole. I have a video on my channel where he's on camera like talking about like this kid named Puck who used to like I don't know if this someone said Puck's out of his community. Is that true? Do you guys?
I don't know where that came from. I was going to ask if anybody knew about that.
Okay, dude, sounds super suspect anyway.
Puck and Nags have known each other in actual real life. They actually didn't live far from each other. How the story went was Puck was one of his kids' friends that ended up being his friend. And so he started like being like
hey Neechie,
like a dude friend to him. And how they actually talk to one another is kind of creepy. Kind of like
what?
The fact
Tell
that
Mad Labs about Hegs or Negs.
Bags.
About Negs.
Bags.
Oh, it's the same guy we're talking
everyone
about.
a choma. Oh yeah, that's
I
what we're
gotcha,
talking about that right now. Yeah.
Yeah, and how
Sorry,
they like
I'm
how
drinking a
they
little bit,
were
too.
how they were together was kind of creepy. So I was like,
Yeah, he gave he admitted on his own live stream that he gave Puck drugs and he gave him drugs and alcohol at like 16 years old. So,
yeah, that's like definitely extra weird.
That's like grooming. It's grooming.
Yeah,
grooming, right? Like how like weirdos do their thing. They groom.
And it was even weirder when Puck said like, "Oh yeah, I also slept on your bed."
Oh man, that's just extra weird.
I was kind of like, Nags, you shouldn't be saying shit like that.
Yeah, he's
at that point I wouldn't be Neg's friend.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. A lot of us used to be his friend, and we're no longer his friend because he says stuff like that. I mean, he said stuff about my daughter too, and she's 3.
Oh, not good.
He was posting like he was like tweeting like tombstones and stuff, and said that she deserves to be face up in a retention pond or face down in a retention pond and stuff like that. Yeah, he's creepy. He's weird. He talks about children a lot.
All right, this person needs to get deleted from the community. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, he's been deleted from YouTube twice. Yeah, terminated already.
He's lost many times. He lost his main YouTube channel. Then he keeps coming back to YouTube, and then he keeps getting deleted because YouTube keeps finding his channel.
Right, like, dude, the algorithm knows. Like, if you're like a bad person that has nothing to offer to the community, it will delete your ass.
Yeah, and Twitter too. He's been deleted from Twitter like a million times.
See, I don't mess with Twitter. I don't mess with IG. I'm pretty reclusive.
He messes around with Twitch a lot too.
Oh, Twitch. That's for gaming though. Like, don't go to Twitch unless you're rocking games.
Well, not only Twitch does do other things besides gaming. Like they do.
I know.
Yeah.
He has live streams where he plays music badly.
Oh yeah.
For like 12 people.
Yeah, for like 7 people. Like 7 people at the most.
Yeah.
You're being generous by saying 12. It's usually like 7 or 9 people. And it's like...
Ash, you're even being generous about 7. I'm thinking like 2, 3.
As we know. But I have the entire video. He unprivated it. He republished it. And I said, shoot, and downloaded it.
Can I just say, he's one of the most unprofessional streamers. He like chews and like smacks things in his mic. Like, ew. Like, save that for ASMR or something.
Uploaded it to Rumble for all of your viewing enjoyment.
Like, yeah, like spit out the gum, bro. You don't need to chew it while you're talking to a mic.
Quit doing that.
Analyze it. He and Vicky are going out of their way to pretend that this is just no big deal. That this is just.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
It may be for more than the obese.
His sound is shit.
But for the rest of society,
his sound is shitty.
But I rolled myself a stinky pinky. You can't see it. It's
a stinky pinky.
Kate, don't give him any ideas, Kate. Please.
Don't. No one even see his naked ass in that hot tub.
So
I've never heard that term before.
No one wants to see his double D's.
He said he's gonna go smoke a stinky pinky. Like, what is that supposed to mean? I smoke all the time, and I don't call it stinky pinky.
Yeah, he's very like young about like weed and everything.
He likes to make up his own terms. Yeah, he likes to make up his own terms, and he likes to make up his own like laws and stuff that you violated.
Right?
Yeah, he's fucking dumb about it. Like, I'm from Colorado, so like it's frequent for me. But like he's so dumb. He brags on the stream about like he bought a joint roller, you know, like the one you buy in like high school, because he can't roll himself, and it's just like, just buy fucking cones like a man, like Jesus.
Cones, I got some cones handy right now.
Yeah,
my cones.
Like I'll say this right now too, like he's just an absolute creep. Like an absolute
I'm going to take my camera off while I smoke because I am respectful.
Thank you.
No worries.
What the fuck is this Inception shit going on here? Hold on.
Stream in the stream in the stream in the stream.
Holy crap.
That's cool.
That was kind of cool.
So, might I ask, is anybody a smoker in here or no?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I only smoke cigarettes when I'm stressed.
Right.
I stay away from tobacco, but I do smoke a lot of weed.
Yeah, that's
I don't
what I'm
smoke
packing
any
up.
weed.
I got some grape ape.
Yeah.
Nice. My new cartridge is Rainbow Road.
Nice. I got some ice cream cake in a cart.
But like I said, like I was gonna say, Nigs needs one of those boulder shoulder ones to make sure that he has them kind of perked up a bit, right?
I know you guys say that you think he's like on like the synthetic stuff, and I think that's true, but I think he's on something else. I think him and DC are doing it together too, because him and DC are crazy like that.
Yeah, he's on that
smoking spice.
The kratom.
Oh, kratom.
You really think that's what it is?
He was taking it in one of the live streams. Remember, Belinda put it on Twitter.
Oh, he's one of those type of mother people.
So he's mixing his synthetic
kratom
substances together.
Dude, my oldest daughter's boyfriend does kratom, and it's like a pill. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, it's called kratom, bro. But he's like bottom of the barrel ass type of person. So like kratom's for losers.
And it's you can get just as addicted to it as like an opiate. So.
Oh wow! So that's just like even more reason not to do it.
Yeah,
it's outlawed.
I'm addicted to kratom.
It's one of those like quote unquote legal things that's only legal in a few places.
It's only legal because like the molecules that make it up, like they're defeating the judicial system temporarily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I smoked meth. It's my fave hobby. So aside from sleeping,
I like to stay up for days and then I go to sleep. Oh my god.
He does say he doesn't sleep. Like he went off once about how he like doesn't sleep. He goes, "Did I sleep last night? I don't even remember. I don't know." It's like,
can get you.
Like tweaking.
GABA call a disabled child a regard.
Yeah, he
and
does
they
go
don't
off
say
about
anything.
how
They
he
give her a
doesn't
bunch
sleep.
of likes. Super
yeah,
cool
and he
group
calls
of women.
people
Super cool,
regard.
Stable group of women, definitely.
It's okay, you can say it. I'm not monetized.
It's not that. It's for my own.
By the way, Hani is a
because I've actually known a lot of people who are special
this morning and
needs.
said that I mentioned a 3-year-old. Nobody mentioned the
that
3-year-old.
That is
You
disgusting.
pedo Pete.
How
What
he
are you
does
going
it
on
because
about?
like
there's Sleepy Joe and Trump.
Hussy Nation. Just keep
I
bringing
have
up imaginary children.
it's
like tragic.
I have a cousin who has
poisoned
Downs,
all of your minds.
and
It's
people
it's
call her
amazing
that
to
all the
watch.
time, and that's not
Yeah,
cool.
it's hurtful.
Amazing to watch.
No, that ain't cool.
No, it's not right.
So,
Oh, next they're just talking about children. Not really.
Yeah, you do.
He's talking about children right now.
You
bullshit.
He just did it. He's like,
I
I
know
don't
he's
talk
right.
about children.
I watch him and I'm like, did he hear what he just said? I don't think he does.
No.
Like nothing even like worked up to him talking about children. He just brought that up on his own.
Well, yeah.
It's very interesting having an outsider here. Like, no offense to
that's fine.
to Mad Labs, but like it's interesting because like he could easily say we're all biased because we were all friends with him at one point in time, and he just
Right,
like,
so you know both sides and
but
it can be biased.
you're like just someone on the outside looking in, and you don't know him, so like this is your first like really kind of your first time, right?
He
So like
immediately started talking about kids, so it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
so it's interesting that you're seeing everything that we're also seeing. So like now we know
Right.
we're definitely not imagining it, you know.
No.
So, like, it's good to hear.
Resume.
It's validating.
And debunking the imaginary ones that you continuously make up. That doesn't count.
What is
That
he
does not
talking
count.
about?
Oh my God,
Does anyone-
Support group.
He's talking about that thing with Hussy. You know, where he's like, his new like narrative is that Hussy is like somebody who just harasses and bullies children exclusively.
And on what planet?
I don't know. He just makes it up. It's crazy.
I know it's not on this planet. It's got to be somewhere off in the fucking moon somewhere.
Look, Hussey said fuck you to a guy in New York, and now he's a Tomo.
Hussey's an acquired taste, and not everybody likes him, and that's fine. That's your opinion. But like the one thing he's definitely not is a chomo. So the fact that Negs keeps calling him that is so annoying. Now Mad Labs is on.
I don't care whose shit list I'm on. I don't care. I just don't like it when people think I'm gonna spam them and I'm not.
Yeah, no, Negs in DC.
But I don't care about whose poop list I get on. I'm fine with that.
The Dead Man Switch.
Dead Man Switch, yeah.
Not the Dead Man Switch. That's DC's thing.
Yeah, that is DC's thing.
So he's got a girlfriend.
David said he's a creep.
He is. He's got a girlfriend who's like his mom's age, and
oh my God,
into his life.
So he's an age jumper.
Oh yeah,
definitely. That's kind of scary in itself.
She has money, I think, or at least she convinced him that she has money, and I think that's the draw.
Apparently, she does have money. She's going through her divorce right now, and she's apparently winning.
Oh,
I'm sorry, she's not divorced yet?
No, not yet.
So he's with like an undivorced woman?
Yep.
Classy.
Oh. That's insane.
Sounds like some Jerry Springer to me.
And she's winning? Or so she says. I mean, we're just going by her word.
A lot of shit that doesn't actually happen. You know?
I mean,
she'll say that she's winning, and then like we'll find out later that she lost everything in the divorce, and she has to live in a trailer in Indiana with him.
Wait, what? Claire is going to dox Mad Labs by calling. I live in Springfield, Illinois. My real name is Jeremy. I'll dox myself.
Yeah, my Jeremy's live in Springfield, Illinois. I would love to know. Probably
I'll
so
dox
many.
myself. I don't think anybody's trying to dox me.
I'll put it this way for DC. She can't really touch me because I'm in a different country than she is.
Ooh. Well, the thing about
I've been in this long enough to not worry about it.
The thing about Negs and doxing is like that's his thing. He doxes people when they piss him off, and DC too.
I just put my information out there so that whoever thinks that they've got something has nothing.
It's really not scary when you pay your own bills and you like do your own thing. It's not scary if someone knows where you live. It's like whatever, pull up, I guess.
Like, you gonna come here and help me pay my bills, bro?
Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way. A defamation is a federal crime here. So try it, buddy. Try
and
it.
I don't buy from dispensaries, just for the record. You can't find me through dispensaries.
Negs
I don't think Negs would make it.
He's not coming to Canada or anywhere else. Don't worry.
I don't think Negs would survive the elevation I'm at, so it's fine.
His head would just explode.
He's like, I need children to
watermelon.
feed.
I'm above Mile High, so.
What are you in the mountains?
Yeah, I'm in Colorado.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't
Gotta be some good air there.
And I'm in the woods.
Good air, good weed.
He can try to find me. I don't know.
Heck yeah.
I mean, in the middle of nowhere.
I'll take both.
I mean, like where I live in my country, it's a big old bowl.
I live in a cornfield inside of a cornfield inside of another cornfield. We have a lot of corn around our area. It's flat and all corn.
Tell me your opinions on the corn song.
Cornception.
Mad Labs begs coming for your ass. Wait, what? Who's begs?
It's Negs. It's what people call
I
Negs.
can care less. He can come for me all he wants. It'd be a rude awakening.
We're just saying like if you hear like Negs, bags, pegs, it's all the same person.
It's all the same person. Yes.
Right. He doesn't usually go for the guys. He's too afraid.
I don't give a fuck what any of you fatties have to say about anything. If you want to call people out,
or I guess we're all fat again.
Or just shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's cool.
Or you go, but you could bully somebody, or you could dogpile them and make them feel bad about
I think he just want to talk like a baby.
He talks like a 2-year-old child. That's what he talks like.
He's a man child.
Oh wow, Cash App person. Cash App person, thank you so very much. I just got that. Thank you so much. Can we get some love in the chat for Straubs, please?
Straubs is giving him money again.
Yeah, I feel bad for
Rain in the chat above there.
I feel sorry for Straubs.
I was going to. I haven't heard back about my appeal yet. Matter of fact, I haven't.
No, I mean, Straubs has been with him for how long? She's been with him for so long, and she has given him like a fortune over the years. And she, you should read this kind of shit she writes now. Like she's just as bad as him.
She knows what he does. She's not.
No. I love how they suspended my account.
People give him money.
Access YouTube Music or even YouTube.
The same group of women,
Access anyway.
So he has
I need to start getting money.
Thank you so much for charging.
He has a group of like 5 or 6 women that follow him around everywhere, no matter what he does or says. And
oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh yeah,
and like Straub is one of his biggest contenders.
He lost a few when he started dating Clara.
What the heck? This dude's wearing a blonde wig and a hat.
Okay, that's Hussy.
Look, he can't. How can he even see it?
That's Hussy. He is okay. He is absolutely hilarious.
I'm going now.
That's awesome. It's like Medea.
I can pause. Let's just describe all the players to him. Okay, you guys do that, then while I eat my noodle.
Eating noodle. Oh my god.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go roll a couple smokes. I appreciate you letting me up. I'll be right back.
Oh. Alrighty.
All right. Yeah, like. No, I'm sorry, but we already have seen the Sims for this loser.
This poor guy is probably like, "What the fuck did I walk into?"
I know. I feel sorry.
He's like,
"We warned him. We warned him."
You know, yeah, you're right. Should we wait? Oh, I guess we could continue to play while he's gone.
Oh, are you?
It's gonna take forever for him to get to a point anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So
that you get punched.
Paella is delicious. My mouth is water. Paella.
He was just trashing Clara a bit ago. That's all he does.
I know the preparation is a lot because you got to clean all the seafood and stuff like that. But let him help you. How embarrassing! I mean, isn't the man supposed to take the girl out to dinner?
Isn't the man not supposed to yell at children? Oh, I'm sorry. You act like.
I mean, every time she goes there, it's like she's feeding them. She's
motherfucker. Like,
is he retarded? What is his problem? Like, he's like, isn't he doesn't ever he's such a narcissist because he answers questions with a question. He says, Hussy brings up a perfectly valid point. Isn't the man supposed to take the woman out for dinner? Yes, traditionally that's true. When you're dating somebody, yes, the man typically takes you out for dinner. We have not seen one time Negs take her out anywhere, pay for anything.
Yes, we did. Wait a minute. We did. He took her to the BFF whatever hall, the Veterans Hall.
Oh, that don't fucking count. What the fuck? He probably got those beers for mad cheap too, or free because
exactly. But he did. He said he dropped like something. He was $300 or something that night.
No, the fuck he did not.
That's what he said.
Okay. Anyways,
it's not wise to spend half of your emergency fund.
I know, like that was the emergency. He needed beer.
Oh, can you imagine? You meet somebody that you've been talking to online for the first time, and you take them to the VFW for a date. What is he smoking? Actually, I already know what he's
No, there's an acceptable reason to do that. Like my ex-husband, was a police officer, and that's like where they would go, right? So like that's fine. But like just randomly, like why would you go there? That's just a weird thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Like my husband, when we first started dating, the first place he went and took me was to the movies because he was he worked in a comic book store. That's understandable. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I'm not taking care of them. I mean, aren't you supposed to buy your woman?
You're just a nasty, fucking surly, dirty man.
I sped it up
because
he's so slow. So
you like spam?
Yeah.
Wow.
That way we can get through it a little faster.
I don't eat my spam cooked. I don't because it's.
But Neg starts acting like a chip.
Spam is delicious for the record.
His problem is
looking like a squirrel.
Old man.
I don't fry
He's a drunk old pervert.
Videla, leave me the F alone.
Videla is a racist. Why do you have a racist in your chat and yelling at children in public?
Videla wants me to cook the spam. I told her the next.
We'll see if he loses.
To answer this question, okay, it's kind of complicated. She didn't really do anything at first. I don't think anybody cared who she supported because, like, that's her business. But
she started talking shit about all of us. Like, she would talk about me and my kids and AK and everyone else. And she doesn't know us. Like, she doesn't know us like that. And the one thing that, Neechie's here. The one thing that frustrates me, hey, Neechie.
Hey, guys. How are you guys?
Hey, boo.
I'm so happy you came on.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, this is Neechie. She usually hosts along with me and AK, so she's cool. But yeah, so like she like started talking shit about us, and she did it behind like blocks and stuff. And it's like, I don't have any respect for somebody who talks shit about people they don't know from behind a block. That's like, just unblock the person and talk your shit.
Yeah, this is somebody I've never spoken to, and they blocked me, and even they were trying to like advocate for, getting me fired. Shit like that. So,
yeah.
Viewers, I'm not going to be here long. I want to go watch the other video. I'm just letting people come in.
And I'll eat it when it gets cold.
I'm letting people come in.
It's cooked already, honey.
It's already cooked, really? Oh, by the way, haha to all the people who were crying about Natter.
I like how he says he's letting people come in. Like, what, the 30 people that watch your stream? Like, okay.
You're being nice. 30?
Yeah, I am being nice. You're right.
It's 30 like people. 12 people, and they're already there. As soon as the stream opens, they're all already in there.
Yeah.
That article basically said your content's not transformative. Like I said. So again, tell us who we are again. Yeah.
Blah blah. Okay, well, good for you, honey. Good for you. You want to go to the Cat's Delicatessen and eat latkes? You're gonna pay $20.
Yeah, you didn't have $20. You didn't have money for that. What is he talking about? He acts like he didn't get denied the other day.
Said bologna is so good.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Is he crying?
I'm sorry. I'm ready to
creator.
just slap Negs across the screen.
This person's annoying already.
If you slapped him, the rest of his hair would come off. Slide right off. Just
don't you mean his wig? His wig.
His wig and hat. Maybe DC needs to go to her back alley hairdresser and buy him some hair extensions.
I love that she had
so
to
I'm
tell
guessing that Negs is somebody in your community that's like high up.
No. He was, on point.
Well, he was, but he's fallen from grace very far.
Oh damn.
I think he's
fallen from grace since like MFW. To be honest.
That's sad.
He started talking to DC in December. They started dating whenever, and like they're already talking about getting married and stuff. It's really weird.
Wow.
And
moving in together.
She's so old.
Kind of evolved into a cow.
Well, also she lives in Washington D.C. and he's in Indiana, and she drives to see him every weekend, 10 hours each way.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
10 hours one way?
Yeah.
And that's like a whole day.
That's like they met one time.
And apparently she's still married.
Oh my god.
So,
this is a big scandal.
It is a big scandal. That's why we're talking about it. It's very interesting.
It's ridiculous.
And every week it's something new with them too. Like, it never gets old. There's always something ridiculous that they're doing.
Well, guys, I'm by nature, when I drink, I'm a stream hopper, so I'm gonna hop and go somewhere. I don't know where, but thank you for letting me up. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
No worries.
Come back.
Very nice to meet you guys. Peace.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye. Thank you for coming on.
Who is that guy?
I don't know.
Random guy. At first, we weren't gonna let him on, but like he let him on. He actually turned out to be pretty chill. So I was afraid he was gonna porn bomb me, though. I was afraid at first. I was like, "Oh God, I don't need more porn. I don't want to see any more dicks on my screen. I already see this guy." So,
yeah, that's okay.
Can you guys hear him? Can you let me know in the chat? Sound fucking
we have
shut.
the original video, the whole live stream.
Oh,
from
Mark,
that night, from the incident. I'm going to speed it
so
up a little
you
bit.
can hop on. You don't have. You can do exactly what we're all doing and not show your face.
Yeah.
You also don't. You can mute yourself too anytime you want. So feel free, hop on. Don't be shy. It's okay. We're all awkward as fuck. So,
Yep.
and at least three of us have ADHD. So you're good.
Make that 4. Make that 4, because I am too.
Yeah. And yeah, we're just a merry bunch of Riris up here. So We're all good. We're all cool people. Matt is cool. I'm gonna shit post in his streams later.
Oh my god,
that's
Kate.
that's
your
Kate, you do that.
Shit posting is Kate's love language.
Yeah.
Is Mars the same person on Twitter? I don't know what person you're talking about, but maybe. I don't know.
But we're gonna slow.
I can't remember.
The diner because he does walk like an injured Shrek. So we're gonna take a look at this. We're gonna see it for ourselves. He did a play-by-play holding his phone up because he grifted a computer for that.
What?
What?
Yeah,
he's gonna take his iPhone on the stream. Like what?
He grifted a computer for that. Just because you fucking say something over and over again doesn't mean it's fucking true. Just go to hell.
You hold his fucking phone.
And he bought like a desktop, didn't he?
A whole thing. So nothing.
Yeah, he did exactly what he said he was gonna do. He bought a new computer. How is that a grift?
Yeah. Well, and then he's saying like you should be taking it outside on his live streams. Like, didn't he buy like a desktop iHome like thing?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Why would he take it outside? Why would he take it outside in New York City?
Exactly.
Has he never been to New York? He will get robbed. Why would he do that?
Well, no shit.
He has not ever been to New York. He hasn't left Indiana except for that stupid Miami trip.
Okay.
He would fit in real well with the homeless people in New York. Maybe somebody will give him money.
That or a nice 22 in the head.
God bless you. It'll get better. I trust me. Just believe in God, okay?
Get away from me.
Thing can be taken out of context.
What is this?
What is some reason
what is your French fried girl in his what is this?
I have no idea.
Like the more you stare at it, the more weird little details you notice.
He's such a spaz. He just puts things there, like, oh, no, put that there. He's such a spazoid. Here, I know what's better. I'm gonna put my logo over his logo and his logo. But haha, take that.
Vicky have convinced everybody in his community that he's not in the wrong here, but I'm in the wrong for calling him out for it. Make sense.
No, bitch, you're in the wrong for being a fucking psycho. That's what you're in the wrong for. But I digress. Let's carry on.
I don't really give a fuck about his 4 supporters thing. All of them are racist and perverts anyway.
Okay, there we go back to calling people racist and perverts.
Notice how he uses the same insults that are thrown at him. Like everybody says he has 4 supporters, and then he says it to Hussey.
The way he smokes that joint is so funny. He's so angry. He's like,
yeah, I have never seen anybody smoke weed that angrily before.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck he's smoking, but it's not working. He needs to find something else. Free pebbles.
You gonna say something in your blog? You're vlogging New York City and you're not gonna say anything. This is great content. Shaky cam. He gets gifted all this expensive shit to make his stuff better and he doesn't use it. He just rather just do this. Yeah. Hello, Terry. Terry, did you pay for this meal?
Starbucks getting closed. I wanted a cup of iced coffee.
Can't afford a sandwich. Get Starbucks every day.
So we're just gonna go.
Wait, what? Can't afford a sandwich? What is he talking about? Does anyone know?
No, he's just basically he just says that he lives off the government and he doesn't have any money, doesn't have any income, but he can buy Starbucks every day. But I guess he's saying he can't afford to eat well. I don't know. Just some the sandwich thing. So he was at a restaurant the other day and he ordered a sandwich and something happened and he couldn't they thought he couldn't pay for it, but it wasn't that. Hussey came back later and explained what happened. And it was something he had a credit with them or something. It was just something with a credit card. And so he's run with this idea that he couldn't afford the sandwich.
Oh my god.
That's stupid. That's the first time someone's credit card didn't go through the first time. I don't know.
Right, there's no excuse because he doesn't have any actual criticisms that are valid, so he just goes with anything.
So in other words, Hussey have gone to this sandwich shop for I don't know for a while, and he got himself some in-store credit, and that's what he's going off of.
It's not in-store credit, but it's basically like he had some kind of like pay program or whatever, some kind of card with them, and that there was an issue with the card. That's all you need to know.
So there was no problem then.
No, yes, it just took time to get it sorted out. That's the only reason
it was
turned
just
off.
a normal everyday misunderstanding with an organ, like with a reward system.
Basically.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Okay, right. Okay, and the thing about it is, next, you can tell that he's like, we all know this already. There's no need to tell anybody in the chat this, but he's not a cultured individual. He doesn't leave his house. He was excited to go to the Versace mansion or whatever. Like, the thing about it, Negs, is you can make fun of the way Hussey eats. You can make fun of the apartment he lives in. The apartment he lives in is actually really nice for New York. I don't think he understands that. Like, I've seen his apartment.
Most people don't. Like, even if you visit New York, you don't actually see how most people live unless you know somebody there. And you go into most of these apartments, and they are shoebox tiny. That's just how they are, and they're very, very expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're the same. I think New York and Japan are pretty close to one another for living
Yeah, they're both like outrageously expensive. Yeah.
Yep. Most of Europe is like that too, with like the hotel rooms in Europe. Like when we went to Rome, our hotel room in Rome was like super tiny. And that's just normal. Like they don't have like space is not something that they do everywhere. You know what I mean?
No,
yeah.
People like aren't usually concerned about that. Not, like, just dwelling, like sitting there in their fucking,
and
spaces.
And for those of you who don't know, I grew up like literally a half an hour from New York City. So I know like what New York's like, and his apartment's really nice for a New York City apartment. It's very nice. So I don't know what Negs is talking about. You live in a cracker box. You live in a cracker box. Like, yeah, most apartments are tiny.
Okay? You wouldn't city Negs.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you,
hear
Mars.
us?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, sweetie.
Welcome.
Hello.
And the way he eats is the way most New Yorkers eat. Most New Yorkers eat food on the go, and you want to know why that is? Because even nice apartments sometimes don't have stoves.
Yeah.
So
or affordable fridge or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they're missing appliance. A lot of them are missing key appliances, and that's some of them don't even have bathrooms inside. You have to use a community bathroom.
Yeah,
that's just the way it goes,
Well, yeah,
and
that's understandable.
Tough place to live.
Yeah, it's understandable in so many ways. So I don't care.
Well, the bottom line is he can't criticize anybody, especially Hussey, who has his own apartment. When he is up in that dusty attic, like he can't even make that space like nice. You know what I mean? Like he can't get curtains for the windows or vacuum or something. I don't know. Anything.
Like there's a housing crisis right now, so good on him for having a place to live. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's Beth Thomas again, giving him money.
Yep.
Because I was in Beast Boys chat today trolling them. She's really mad at me. She was like, are you on my Instagram stealing my photos again? I'm like, that wasn't me, but yes.
Me and Claire and I are the bad guys because of him yelling.
Like,
yeah,
okay,
well,
I'll say this, like I live in an area that is really, really wide open. Like there's not a whole lot of people where I live, unlike Fedora. But I mean, it still doesn't really matter to an extent. Like a nice place is still a nice place. I've seen bits and pieces of Hussey's apartments and stuff, and it's nice compared to like half of the places that are here. I mean,
yeah, that's the
nice
thing.
place.
Like Hussey's apartment is really nice for most apartments that you see in New York.
Yeah, most apartments in New York are like falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like when I see people complain about Hussey's apartment, it's like I would live there. I don't see an issue. Like especially just for one person, like I don't see an issue. Oh, sorry, that was my doggy.
Oh, that's okay. Imagine Negs in Tokyo. He'd come back dressed like Sailor Moon
No, we don't want to imagine him as Sailor Moon, please.
Sailor Pegs. Sailor Pegs.
Sailor
Seeing Nags in a Sailor Scout dress would be terrifying.
Yeah, I think I'd probably like go blind willingly at that point.
I'll be asking the doctor to make sure that I have cataracts in my eyes. I don't want to.
Give me cataracts, please.
What's a bug shaker? I don't know what that means. Why do you have a butt cheek on it as your profile picture, you weirdo?
Oh, cool. Oh, he's always done that.
Oh, it's weird. I'm like, it's weird.
Yeah, no. As soon as I saw his name, I'm like, oh, I know who he is. Never mind.
He spun it around to we filmed in South Beach, and I guess he combed through the video and looked for a child. Of course, he would.
Combed through the video? No, we were watching it. There were kids everywhere, and not only that, DC stopped and like filmed a family and their children dancing for like 5 minutes.
And listen, and nobody would think it was that big of a deal if he didn't make it such a big deal for everyone else. You know what I mean?
Like I would not have noticed or said anything if he hadn't like done this about 1 billion times to everybody else.
Jesus Christ Almighty!
You said you combed through the video. They were right there, Nags. You didn't have to comb for shit.
And I don't know what his point is. I mean, really, I had to stop listening to Vicky because
actually, we were the ones that pointed at the children first. Say it, Nags, because I know you watch our stream.
Insane. And she's ignorant as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear what he had to say about me today? It was funny.
No.
Because I went on Beast Boy's chat, and he finally noticed me, and he was like, "Oh, that's AK. She's a weirdo," and she's like what do you say? It was like a tragic simp or something, and he's like he does her bidding and harasses children for him.
One of his Manson girls.
You can read it all in the Discord. It's it's really fun.
Yeah, I saw it up in there.
I'm not on that Discord, so that's okay.
We're just out here like harassing children and shit, and it's like, no, we're just talking about this one bald guy.
Speaking of Discord.
The thing about Nags I notice is like he does everything that he tells people not to do.
Yes.
It just feels like he has the mentality of everything is wrong except for when I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's a major hypocrite, you know.
Yeah, he is. He's a very major hypocrite.
I don't think he realizes it either. I don't think he has the self-awareness.
No, I think he does. I think he does, and he doesn't care because when he'll talk about stuff, sometimes I've seen him like catch himself, like because he's just been complaining about somebody else doing something, and then he's talking about doing it, and he's like, you'll see it like on his face, that recognition that he's like about to say something really stupid, but he does it anyway.
Yeah. You guys remember when he's saying that he's an empath and he's weighed with incredible guilt. And I believe him when he says that. Like he does know that what he's doing, what he's saying is wrong. He just wishes that it was he's just protecting other people, yeah.
Clara was posting pictures of a 14-year-old girl and calling her fat on Twitter. What a mental pedo.
Yeah, that was oh my god.
That was so sad. I felt horrible. Really.
These people do not get that other people have like compassion, and for that, except for her who is a 50-year-old telling a 14-year-old that they are fat. That is I can't comprehend that because that makes me so angry that 14-year-old it'll do more harm than good. I'm sorry. I can't say what I want to say because
that kid has done nothing to you. And you were just like, it just made an active effort to just fuck their day up like that. Or, like that could have like long-term consequences for that kid, you don't know.
AK, look at this comment. AK, look at this comment.
What does it say? Hold on. DC's a witch.
Voice, yeah. No, I agree.
Yes, you should see a photo of the witch in a ways, or the picture.
I can look one up.
Yeah.
One of the biggest issue for me about it is like DC was like she's a woman. She was a 14-year-old girl at one point, right? And she should know how damaging and mean that is to say to a 14-year-old girl, right? Especially about her body.
Well, the weird part about that is that, like, I'm pretty sure DC is aware that saying that to a 13-year-old, the kid probably didn't even see it, right? But the point was to hurt the mother. But that's like, you know, I don't think that's, you would think that, like, you would pick something else. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, like literally anything else is better at this point. Like anything else.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy how they say, oh, don't bring kids into it, and then proceed to bring kids into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In like the most horrible way possible.
Yeah, and, her, like, doesn't she have to assume that her other audience members has like had
that is the Witch of the Waste.
You know? You're isolating.
I'm sorry.
That's the Witch of the Waste. It's from Howard's Moving Castle. It's a movie. It's an anime.
It's an anime. It's some weeb shit, but look, it looks like DC.
Yeah,
Honestly,
me and Egg Hair are weeb, so.
My favorite comparison is like the Crypt Keeper. Oh, thank you.
I think Mars's voice is adorable too, but that's me.
I do too. I think we all feel the same way. You should come on more often. It's nice when we have more people and it's not just AK and I and Neechie just talking shit.
Because it's when it's the three of us, it gets out of hand.
It does.
Yeah. I don't know. Me and Fedora get out of hand pretty much too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Is this more accurate?
Yeah, that's more accurate.
I think that's what she looks like when she wakes up and then she puts on that like 10 pounds of makeup.
Meg,
10
just got more Botox.
Okay, but
I thought she
hear
had
me
20
out.
pounds of makeup.
Somebody should Photoshop DC's glasses and like purple hair extensions and earrings, and then it would be spot on.
That would be easy to do because look at the hair; it's already halfway.
I know. Like I feel like I
think
could
it
do
looks
this.
like
I'm
Nick.
gonna do this. I'll do this later.
Mars,
can you
AK can color with her phone again?
Someone asked.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna make some amazing things that'll be worth it.
I still think she looks like more like Michael Myers these days. Just like the rubber man.
Don't
She looks like the Halloween mask. She looks like the mask.
I know.
Yeah,
I would say that she's more like Arya when she was playing in the House of Frey master or whatever, or the guy that the head of the master of the House of the Frey, when she pulls off that mask.
I don't know. You're a nerd.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Game of Thrones.
I know what you're talking about, but I thought you were comparing her to Arya at first.
No. I was comparing her to like the faceless mask. The faceless mask.
Yeah, the old wit lady thing. Yeah.
Speaking of weeb shit, dude, I started watching this. This is gonna be totally unrelatable to mostly everyone else, but I started watching this anime called Fruits Basket.
Oh, okay.
It's so good. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
You suggested it is a good one. I'm just like sitting there. I stay up mad late watching like episode after episode. I'm like, I need more.
I think I should actually watch Fruit Basket.
I've heard of Fruit Basket. I don't know what it's about, but I've heard
Walter
the name.
Frey. Thank you, Dragon. Tank Girl's pet dragon.
Come on, amp it up, make it interesting.
That's good.
No.
More cock and ass.
Happy early birthday. Yep, 2 more days.
There we go about cock and ass again. There we go back.
Still have a job.
There we go about cock.
Are we sure that Mace is not bi?
No, we are not.
100% sure that he is bi. Fruits Basket is one of my favorites.
I think he's a closeted gay.
I think so, yeah. something like that. Something like that. You know what? If he is, that's fine. You know?
Yeah, that's fine.
I've never met like another bisexual.
I think
like
that's
who's,
the
like,
thing is
that
like
angry, you know?
we bring up this point because he
There's
is
nothing
so
wrong with being
angry.
a little fruity.
Yeah, he's angry about
Yeah, what's
him being this closeted gay.
He's got a whole ass mustache.
I think he's living vicariously through Hussy's vlogs.
She's ugly. And
Yeah.
mustache.
Yeah. And Gigi.
Yeah,
Do you
and
know what I've been wondering, is he even allowed to smoke weed on Twitch?
Maybe she's
I don't know if that's like because I know it's against YouTube's TOS, so I'm not
No, I
sure.
think you can smoke it on Twitch. You can't do it on YouTube.
No, yeah, you can't do it on
Yeah.
YouTube.
He's breaking a lot of other rules on Twitch, though.
Which, by the way, Hussy, what are you going to do now? What are you going to say now? What's going to be your defense now?
Yeah, he is breaking a lot of rules on Twitch, and that's why he deletes his streams after he's done it most of the time.
Yeah,
because he knows it's against the rules.
Yeah,
I've
he
never
does a lot
used
of it.
Twitch, so I don't know.
Yeah, Twitch is weird because like Twitch is technically more strict than YouTube, but there's a lot of things that you can do on Twitch that you can't do on YouTube, and vice versa. So it's very like I don't know, it's confusing.
Yeah. Okay, I will say this: YouTube is trying to be more family friendly oriented, and Twitch is not because it's a gaming stream.
Yeah, but then Twitch has all those crazy like rules about, words that are banned that you can't say, and it's just like they're both fine.
It's very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very inconsistent.
The difference between go ahead, Mars, I'm sorry.
I think one thing I don't understand is why Negs thought it would be a good idea to take, everything to Twitch, because the community as it is really small, like a very small portion of YouTube, and the majority of the community is on YouTube. So I don't understand if he thought like.
Well, he couldn't go anywhere else. Where could he go? He was banned from YouTube.
Yeah.
He's trying to make the Rumble
he
thing
is
work for a
technically
while,
banned from YouTube completely.
I have no
supposed to
idea
be.
what Rumble is. All I know from what Nag said is like you can pretty much post whatever you want there.
Yeah, but the problem with Rumble is that for live streams, you have to pay a monthly fee to be able to live stream, and he can't afford it.
Nope.
Oh.
That's why he uploads his videos there, like after he streams.
What's the monthly fee?
It's probably the cost of his emergency fund.
Oh God.
It's probably between like $50-$60 a month.
See, that's not expensive to me, but I mean that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if this was like your true calling or whatever, you'd shell out the money if it was your last option. But he's
Well, yeah.
Why doesn't he just use StreamYards? He just use StreamYards and he can stream to multiple places at once if he pays 25, like I think it's like $25 a month, or you can do it yearly.
Or he because he's just a cheap ass. So.
Yeah, no surprise there, I guess.
When we went to South Beach, we didn't have a confrontation with anybody. You keep forgetting to bring that up. But you got
Why does he think like that's a flex? Like you shouldn't be having confrontations with people anywhere you go. I don't know.
The other reason he's on Twitch is because he has been there and long enough that he's monetized. So he doesn't want to go anywhere else, right?
Yeah. You don't get a good boy noodle for or a good boy golden star for not getting into fist fights at Miami Beach next. The same.
Yeah. Like what? What's he want? Like a gold star? Like congrats, you existed with other humans nicely.
Yeah, you adulted on vacation.
Can you not do that normally? Is it like a thing?
I don't know. This was his first vacation. He's never been on
You have to
vacation.
like act like a normal person to prove the haters wrong, or you have to
Yeah,
really
no,
try.
it's impossible to not get into a fight.
He has never been on a vacation because he said he's always been working since the day.
No,
that
he could
found
never
out that
afford.
was
He could never afford a vacation. That's what he meant. He's never been able to take his kids on a vacation, a real one, and he's never been on one himself. So,
yeah.
Until
what were you
Miami.
saying? What were you saying, Mars? I heard you trying to say something, but I wasn't sure what you were saying.
Oh, I was just saying, like, yeah, it's almost impossible nowadays when going to Miami Beach to not just break out in a huge fight with people. you know?
Yeah.
Almost impossible not to do it.
And especially when you're filming kids.
Yeah, anytime that happens, it's like, oh, dang it, not again.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, it's really hard when you got a lot of racial bias
Going
behind
online
you.
to get money. And he do this without getting money from people. It's hilarious. He has something to say about everything, but he can't do nothing.
Yeah, the only reason why he was on his best behavior is because he was scared.
You are on welfare.
Yeah.
You can't afford a sandwich.
What's wrong with being on welfare? I personally am not on welfare, but I wouldn't knock anybody who is. There's nothing wrong with getting assistance, ever. Ever.
No.
And first of all, Negs, you're on welfare. So I don't want to say, I don't want to hear it.
He's
Especially
admitted
not
to being on
now.
welfare more than once in his life, and he said, I don't need that anymore, thank God, but then proceeds to shit on anybody who does.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Most people that live in New York City are on some type of welfare.
Well, yeah.
Even if they make a lot of money. It's because the cost of living there is
And it's not
insane.
a welfare. So that's the problem, is he's using that word and he's doing it on purpose. It's a subsidy, you know? Because the housing is crazy expensive.
Yeah, most of the people that live in New York, even the well-off ones, have some type of rent subsidy because it's very hard to live there without it. No matter who you are. It doesn't matter who, like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just put it this way. My cousin Sarah, she was going to school in New York City. She was going to school in Manhattan. She was there to become a lawyer, okay? She had a pretty good job. She was a teacher, and she had a pretty good job, and it paid pretty good money. She still had to live in a tiny apartment with 5 other girls. You want to know why? Because it's expensive to live there. And the apartment wasn't even, like, separated. Like, you didn't have your own room. There was a curtain that separated their space.
Yeah, it's
And
like
this
the
is
same
just
in
the-
like BC over here, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's expensive to live in Canada too, in certain parts of Canada too. Like, you know, like you it's not like all luxury. Like, it's the very small percentage of New Yorkers that can live without, you know, help.
That's not even what he's saying, though. Like, he's trying to imply that Hussey is on welfare. Like, he
I
is a
know.
welfare leech, and that is not what a subsidy is. It really
No.
bothers me that he doesn't understand the difference, or he does, and he's doing it on purpose. But, you know, I don't think he actually understands it.
And even if Hussey was on welfare, who the fuck cares? Like,
Yeah,
who cares?
exactly. Like, why does
Who gives a shit?
yeah, like, why does somebody's financial
I don't know.
business
I
have
see
anything
the
to do
women
with
in that chat who, when he says stuff like this, they all are like, yeah, he's a piece of shit. He's a grifter. He's on welfare. He's stealing from us, blah, blah, blah. Like, all you bitches are on welfare, too. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, most of those women are on welfare because they've admitted it before.
Or all
like housewives who like depend on their, you know, husbands or something, you know. My favorite is like when they accuse him of profiting off of women or taking money from women or something.
I mean, like, to be honest, realistically, if they did have money, I'm pretty sure they would have better things to do with their lives, but
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
like, I would be going out to get ice cream. I don't know about them, though.
Exactly. Yeah, you'd be spending your money on better things than whatever this is, whatever he's doing with his life and they're doing with their lives. Like,
they're funding his life and then watching him for entertainment.
Yeah,
He literally says that the bitch feed his kid. Like,
yeah, like,
that's
I
what he said.
remember I was in Nix's chat and I asked him, like, if there was a way I could, like, message him on, like, Twitter or something, because I wanted to ask him a question. And he just told me to subscribe to his Patreon, and I was like, no, I think I'm good.
wow.
Yeah,
he had a question and he was like, that'll be $5, please.
He was doing that, you know, he's been doing that since he started, because when we were all in, you know, cool with him and we were in that public Discord, what's the first thing he did? He set up a private Discord and Patreon and said, I'm going to hang out in there. If you want to talk to me, I'm in there.
Yeah. There were 2 Discords. There was a public one where we would all say ridiculous things and troll. And then there was the private one where we would all have normal conversations. They still don't seem to understand that.
And he used to have, like, didn't he have multiple members only chats? Like I know that's kind of a normal thing, but I feel like we had a bunch of them. Like
so when we were talking about the whole Discord thing about secret Discords, that was Missy 007 who had a Discord within his Patreon Discord to try and prove that Keisha was Ghost Frog.
Mm-hmm. And Keisha and I were both like paid members, and we didn't even have access to that.
Yeah, we didn't know it was there until later when I got screenshots of it. So
yeah, when I was watching BX's stream, Nex was trying to convince BX to do that as well, and I was like, please don't.
To subscribe to sign up for his Discord.
to make his Discord private, a Patreon Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even let anybody else in anymore. So you can pay for the Patreon. He is so paranoid though that he won't even let you in. So
no. So you could pay the money and he still might not let you in.
Yeah, he'll like have to test you out. Remember, I tried once, and who tried? Somebody tried, and they were like, he like yeeted you overnight.
Which, by the way, Negs is against Patreon's terms of service. You have tiers for subscribers for your Patreon, and you don't deliver that, so you can't pick and choose who you let in.
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing as like going to a store and the person at the store who's selling the goods that you want is saying like, oh, we have purple like candles, right? So you go to the store and you like purchase purple candles and then they give you orange. It's not what you paid for.
No.
So
or they say, oh sorry, like they don't even say anything, and
that's what he did.
They fucking keep the candle.
So he
you know
waits.
What I mean?
When he wants to kick somebody out, he will wait till the next payment for that month, right? And then he'll get the payment, and then he'll kick you out the next day, and then he'll say, "Take it up with Patreon if you want your money back."
Yep.
Like I said, like he kicked me out 2 years ago, except on Patreon, and he didn't tell me that he did that. And so I got screwed because I was paying on Patreon.
So you were just still paying after he kicked you and you didn't even know?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, because he doesn't tell you. I wouldn't have known unless, because I was also in the Patreon Discord and I saw them do it. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I think I was spared his wrath because I only paid for a month. And and he let me stay there because I said, oh, I would, I was going to join. I was just having troubles or whatever. But I was seeing how he was treating people. I didn't want to give him money about that.
He let you
but you have to like
join
beg.
The chats.
You have to you have to promise that you're gonna keep paying him, or else,
Well, not only that, but he at the end when you guys had already left and I was like the last one in there, they just kicked out anybody who had never been on camera or they'd heard the voice of.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
they're annoying. I was like, no,
they're super annoyed. They were like, somebody's in here who's like leaking screenshots and then somebody's a mole. And I'm like, it's a fucking Discord. You're saying things in a public space. What is your problem? Stop saying stupid shit.
Well, yeah.
They were saying like, oh, we have to see your face, we have to hear your voice, we have to know your name or something. It's like, I think you guys just like go to Facebook. Like there's already a platform for that.
And the people that were doing this weren't even mods, by the way. They were just his orbiters.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay, it was Gothic, it was Missy 007, it was the other one who's in the wheelchair, who, by the way, wanted to like kill somebody with a hammer or something.
Those women used to bully me every single day. And Neechie and AK will tell you guys, they used to sit there and talk mad shit. And I was so nice to every single one of them. Even when they would call me names, I'd be like, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. And I would keep it polite.
And then they got like, they waited till you were asleep. Remember, they did this at 4 a.m.
Yeah, they did.
Misspelling your name so you wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, so because she would go in there and she would like, you could look up your own name, right, and see where it's come up. So they would misspell it on purpose so it wouldn't come up in the search.
And yeah, you did that because I told you when you first got to the Discord, I was like, yeah, just so you know, like, you can search up your name and you can see all the shit they were saying about you.
And one
you like
morning,
warn them. You're like, wow, this is a really cool feature, guys.
And she was like, Miss Wheelchair was like, nobody's talking about you, Keisha. You're not that important.
Yeah. But they were, and They would wait until I was like, because Sammy's from the UK, and I think Gothic just stays up all night, and Jana is from the UK, so they were up super late, and I stay up late sometimes, or sometimes I get up very early, especially back when I had chickens and stuff like that. I used to get up really early.
And we were all up that night for some reason. We were just talking or whatever. And you came in to where we were just talking. You're like, you got to come and see this. They're all talking shit about me in there. I'm like, really? It's like 4 a.m. Why?
And at first I wasn't going to say anything, but I finally did. And they like sat there and were like, we don't fucking like you. You're a fucking bitch. Mind you,
you're a cunt. We always thought you were a cunt. And
they called me a cunt. I haven't done anything to these people. I was always nice to them. And they would treat me like shit because they were jealous because he used to treat me like I was his favorite.
But we know why, because Missy 007 actually said it. I have the screenshot of it. She was trying to prove that you were Ghost Frog, or at least make enough connections that she could show Negs the evidence and get him to kick you out. That's what she wanted.
What a tarded notion. Like, how could I be that account? That account was up 24 hours a day and it wouldn't leave me alone. So you're telling me I was tweeting myself 1,000 times a day?
And even if you were,
she was saying that you're just making yourself look like a victim. You just want to be a victim.
But like, let's pretend you were, right? Like, why would that make somebody kick you out of the? It doesn't even make sense. What the fuck kind of a plan is that?
These people exhaust me. Like, I don't even think she really believed I was Ghost Frog. I just think she's a jealous little bitch. I just think she's a jealous little bitch, and I think she just didn't like the fact that Negs liked me and wanted to get up all in my ass.
You remember the screenshots were like, look at the wording. They were comparing like your words to old Ghost Frog tweets and stuff, and they were like, oh, look, it sounds so similar, just like DC does now, even though she has no fucking clue what she's talking about.
Yeah, they would always theorize about which farmer was this person, and
they all thought like they were obsessed with my account, and they're like, who's that? And they got it wrong every single fucking time.
They still think Olive Oil is Little Boots.
Yeah, I mean, we know who it is, but I'm not getting into that. But still, yeah, they said I was Gigi, they said I was Negs, they said I was like all sorts of people, everybody.
Little Boots has been everybody too.
Yeah.
The women in his community
I am everyone.
So strange. The women in his community, especially the orbiters, the ones that are always there and they never leave him no matter what, are so fucking strange. It's very much like a cult. They don't like any newcomers. They don't like women who are his favorites, quote unquote, right? I was his little favorite for a while. It's not like I chose that. You know,
and it's because
they were trying really, really hard to have the attention that you got from him, right? They were saying that, like, they were telling him that they were crying for him and shit. I'm pretty sure that they would like wash his feet with their hair, you know.
They would tag him, and he would come in and not do a damn thing about it.
Right, so they were bullying
want me
you.
to leave.
They were trying to bully you at 4 a.m, and these fucking lunatic women were tagging him at like 4 a.m. Negs, come help, come help. And he showed up like later around noon. He's like, what is this? Why are you fucking tagging me about two grown people having an argument? Figure it out.
It was funny because I was the one. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, he even told them, he's like, I didn't see anything happen. Well, not about them. He's like, I didn't see talking about me. He's like, I didn't see her do anything wrong. I don't understand what the issue is.
Well, because
she just asked a question.
What I said was, I think I forgot how we were arguing about something, but I said, well, isn't it true that he said that he was responsible for his own actions? Like, this is the consequences of his actions. And Gianna was like, wow, damn, I can't believe you would say this, taking Negs.
No, it started because Keisha came in the server and Sammy said something like, oh, you're a bitch. And you were like, why? What is your problem with me? And then she made up some lie about how you having said something to her at some point.
You ran her out of the other Discord or whatever? No.
Right. So we were like, oh, do you have proof of this? And she's like, yes, I do. And we proceed to wait for her to produce this proof, which takes her like an hour. And she's like, I'm looking for them, like feverishly looking for these screenshots. And she can't find them because either they don't exist or she hasn't doctored them yet. So she finally gets one and it's completely blurry. You can't even read it. And then she starts complaining about heart pains. And I'm like,
she's like running to my fucking DMs like, yeah, like I'm
My heart palpitation.
Threatening to have a heart attack or something. Like,
why are you calling her a bitch? And you're starting a fight while you're hooked up to a heart monitor. That's what she was telling us.
My heart is bad, Neechie. My heart.
I'm trying to find those screenshots. You just got to be patient because I have a heart problem and I'm gonna have a heart attack and all this.
Then why did you start a fight? Like, this is so stupid. I don't know who buys this, but like, I don't get it.
People like to say, like, even on Twitter that I'm problematic, but like, do I start fights with anybody? No. Who do I fucking bother?
Yeah, and when you're in an argument, like, we all know what it is. It's fucking Twitter, like, and you don't go below the belt like they do. I haven't seen you do that unless it's like you've been pushed for, like, you know. But we've all. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I go below the belt, but tastefully. Like Ricky Mork works at Walmart.
Yeah, but he said, or she said that she works at Walmart, and I was laughing. I'm like, that's not something you really want to admit to right now when you are this hated on Twitter.
You were saying, Mars? I'm sorry, we're talking over you. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I was just thinking, I was like, I don't understand how these people can go to such ginormous lengths just to, like, conjure up the most petty lies imaginable. For what?
Yeah, it's a lot of energy, right? Wasted for what? For nothing.
For years over somebody that you'll never meet.
Yeah.
Well, they were going to meet him, and we ruined that, so maybe they're still better about it.
Yeah. Well, I've told Meg, I'm like, I was gonna be gone for a while because of my health conditions and stuff. And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." And then I guess I heard that people have been talking smack about me behind my back. Like I said, I got kicked out of everything except for Patreon, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, they do that. They talk shit about you behind your back. That's what they do. They're all catty.
I was just like, I wasn't hanging around for 2 years, and this is the shit that I get. Thanks.
But that's the thing, is like, anytime I went into that community, and I was just like, I never talked to any of those women because they were just so unlikable and just like not personable. There was no way to talk to them. So it's like, you join that community and you're just kind of sitting there, and Negs is a fucking retarded social person. He can't talk to you. So you're sitting there and you're like, what is with all these fucking weirdos? Why the fuck am I here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that community, like, I don't know. You wouldn't, there'd be like a few people that you could talk to and have like normal conversations. And there was the orbiters who didn't want to talk about anything but Negs and like what he believed in. And
right. And the people who you could talk to are currently here. So
yeah.
Negs, he really pissed me off after I left his Discord, because he kept going lower and lower. I know DC was encouraging him to do that, but I don't care. I wished him well. I, said that I hope him and his son, do well, and goodbye, right? And I didn't have any intention, none whatsoever, on talking about him ever again, because I just didn't want to deal with it. I told AK, I told Neechie, I told Traj, I told all you guys. Remember? I don't care about him anymore, right? Good luck to him. Good riddance. And then he just kept on going. And then he would bring up my child. And at first, remember, you guys, I ignored him.
Yeah, you ignored him for a while.
You left like pretty decently, I feel like.
Yeah,
it was done over. You're like, all right. Like, it seemed like from my perspective at least, it seemed like it was good terms.
I felt disrespected, but I didn't allow that to change my reaction and make it, as petty as he could be. Like, I wanted to be respectful as possible, so he didn't have any reason to be like, well, look at her, she's crazy. Like, I was like, you know what, good luck. I have nothing against you. It's just not my style anymore, And he brought up my daughter. He said that she should be face down in a retention pond, and that I let her chug Drano. And then he insinuated that I touch her inappropriately. And then he said a lot of other horrible things. And he just kept on going. And finally, I just lashed out at him one time. And that was it. That was all he needed. But in the end of the day, I don't care, because if I can go that long without saying anything back to you, and I lash out at you one time, and that's all it takes to set you off, then I'm already a better person than you, because I took him coming at me over and over and over, and you know, with such grace, like I really did, and it took a lot for me not to say anything. And then he lied about me sending him nudes. I never sent him nudes. Never, not fucking once did I send that nudes or any nudes.
Yeah,
I cannot.
They were pseudo nudes.
They weren't. There was no pseudo nudes. There was no
I know.
Barely nudes. There was no tasteful nudes. There was no nudes. I have all of our DMs. There was no nudes in those DMs. And I know if I even post them, he's going to be like, yeah, you probably deleted them. No, the fuck I did not. Because I know good and well, Nangs, that you love my big fat booty, and you enjoyed looking at it under my pants, because I posted like full body selfies, but no nudes, you know. But those pictures were publicly posted on my Twitter already. So they weren't like a secret, you know what I mean? They weren't like, oh, I took these for you, Negs. Like, they weren't like that. I had already posted them on my Twitter. They were just selfies, like of a mirror, you know, my full body. Like, it wasn't like I was being sexy or anything. It was just me. And he was like, oh, she sent me nudes. Yeah, you fucking wish. I never sent that motherfucker nudes. And I told him, because he would always insinuate that he wanted to have like an online relationship with me. And I told him I was not interested many times.
Well, yeah.
I was nice about it. I was kind about it. And he usually would drop it and not bring it up until like much later. But he would not ever leave me alone. And he would gush about me in the Discord. And that's why all those ugly hookers were mad about it. Because he would just be like, oh, isn't she so beautiful? I'm going to drive to her house. I'm going to cook her dinner. And like, he was like, you know, acting like my boyfriend. And then, remember, AK and Neechie will remember this. Remember when I told him, this is when we were all so cool with him, and we were all still in the original Discord. And I was like, oh, I'm seeing like a friend of mine. Like, we have been friends for like ever. Me and this guy had been friends for like 15 years. And we decided to date. Right? Like, just to see where it goes. Nothing crazy. He lost his mind.
He did not like that, no.
He didn't like it. He was like, well, good luck with you and that. I bet he's not even a real man. Like, he was like insulting. Like, you don't even know this guy, Nags. Like, why are you doing that? Gosh.
Yeah. That's really creepy.
It is very creepy. Yeah, like he was acting.
Yeah, he's very possessive over, you know, his favorites, and nobody asks for that label. Right?
No.
And you get a freaking target on your back, and yeah, he's very weird about that. Nobody likes it.
I do not.
I keep giggling over Lil Boots' reply to Kate Winslet. It's just you failed the test. You're not hag enough. So stay in the Discord.
Sorry, Kate.
Sorry, Kate. You just don't cut it.
Poor Kate.
Not fat and old enough.
You don't look like a molding log outside in the forest. So don't have to be
molding log.
I still can't get over
waterlogged driftwood.
Waterlogged driftwood. I still can't get over Beth Thomas and the way she. I'm not trying. Listen,
Beth Thomas looks like a frog I found dead that was like waterlogged.
She looks like a bloated corpse. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. She really does. She looks like I don't know, man. You know what she looks like, dude? You remember the scary stories you told in the dark? Remember that book? And the one chick that likes to hug, like she like hugs people?
No.
Let me look that up. I'm gonna look that up right now. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Betty Thomas looks like she's got like Peter Willie syndrome.
Oh.
You don't go on with your full name like that, talking all this shit, like calling other people fat and ugly and slutty and whatever. Like, I don't know what you expect.
Yeah, she really does call people fat and ugly too. That's the funny thing. Like, girl, come on, girl. Come on.
It's like, if you can't say something nice to yourself, you don't say something mean to others. Like, come on.
Like, come on. Like, girl, seeing her though, like, come on, girl. Like, say anything else. Say anything else. Like, you got to know. You have to know.
You have to know that somebody doesn't love you. Only your mama.
Yeah. I think she's married. I don't know though. Who knows? I mean, he probably looks just as bad as she does. I think she's like from like a hillbilly bumfuck. You know what I mean? Like
Most of these women are married and they're ignored, so it doesn't even.
They really give me like soccer mom reject vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I found her. This crazy looking. It's from the movie though. It's not like. Okay, so hold on. Let me share my screen. It doesn't let me just switch screens. I wish they would just let me switch screens over real quick, but it doesn't let me do that. Okay. I just Googled like hugging girl.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. It looks just like her. Like look at it. Well, maybe not the hair. The hair's
I like
different,
the one with the little heart on it.
I know.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that looks better than Beth.
I think honestly, DC should have that as her profile picture. It look good.
Yeah, it kind of looks like DC too, to be honest, with the hair especially. At least with the purple highlights in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In the hairline too.
Yeah, the hairline too. It's pretty accurate. Yeah.
Oh,
the hairline's spot on. Yeah, she looks sweaty like DC too. DC's always sweaty.
So is Callie for some reason.
Yeah, what's with that? That's
maybe their AC
so hard. See out here twerking.
Every time I see a picture of Callie on Twitter, she's always sweaty, and I'm like, why are you always sweaty?
Because she's working hard on that OnlyFans. That's why.
It's sweat from twerking. She twerks so hard.
Oh god.
Hard twerking women.
Yeah.
The way he smokes is so funny. He smokes like a girl, like an old lady.
I called him out on that.
You know, from the 1940s with the long cigarette.
He's a dame.
Yeah, the long cigarette sticks.
Yeah.
I called him out on that. I think on Kiwi Farms. I said, "Nice, you're holding that cigarette like a lady."
Having an identity crisis.
Yeah, because he was vaping. He would hold his
vape.
Went to a restaurant.
He holds a cigarette like some old lady that smokes Virginia Slims.
Yeah,
like for real. Like that's what
he holds it like someone who doesn't have full dexterity of their hand.
No, but he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
Shaking with rage and shit.
Yeah, it definitely did.
It's very dramatic.
Yesterday, today, or tomorrow.
It's very.
You know he does it for dramatic effect too. Look at him.
See how fat you got, no,
dramatic effect.
Look at this. You are huge, dude. Weight loss surgery aren't coming.
What the fuck?
So, what if he doesn't care about being fat? Does it matter? Like I think he's aware. Are you aware, Negs?
Good song though.
Hey, he said he's down to like an A cup. So.
Sure.
I was playing guitar and entertaining my audience. You know, entertaining. The thing you say you do. You come online and make people laugh every day. What's the funny part? That yelling at children, yelling at families, being disrespectful, not filming people.
Why does he make everything about fucking children? I just want to take him by his big misshapen head and be like, Negs, you don't need to make it all about children all the fucking time. It's fucking creepy. Like, just shake him. If I shake him hard enough, I'll probably hear something rattling around in there.
Maybe the last couple of brain cells that he has in his head.
Probably. God, he's so creepy. Oh, you harass children. You harass families.
He does it for a reason because he knows that no matter who you are, if you find out somebody is harassing children, you're going to hate them, right? It's like a universal thing.
Yeah.
So manipulative.
Somehow
so
it doesn't apply to his
sleazy.
girlfriend though. Still, like that was harassing a child, Negs. That's what you guys did.
Apparently not, right? Apparently it doesn't. DC is safe from the criticism.
Your son's the same age as that girl. And that's who your girlfriend targeted.
I'll go live when I
your minor child.
Can you imagine if someone found a photo, and not saying that anyone should do this because it's not okay, don't do this. But can you imagine if the situation were reversed and someone had found a photo of his son online and posted it and criticized his body and said things about his looks
He would lose his fucking mind.
His mind.
Any parent would.
He would.
Yeah. And no one would blame him for it because that's perfectly reasonable. But it's just crazy because it's like, how out of touch do you have to be to not realize that that's inappropriate? Don't look for a minor's profile picture. Don't save it. Don't say anything about it. As a matter of fact, Negs, just don't look for anyone's family. Why were you looking for Hani's family? She hasn't said boo to him in like a couple of months now.
It's DC. So she's obsessed with that woman.
Well, DC, it's not Hani. I don't like Hani at all for my own personal reasons, but it's not Hani's fault that you embarrassed yourself by lying on your live stream. You made a fool out of yourself by making up a story, and now you're mad because you look stupid. But who do you really have to blame here? Those words came out of your mouth, DC, and no one else's. You are the person responsible for what you said. So if you couldn't think twice before lying about having cousins that were going to swoop down and spirit her away, then maybe you need to log the fuck off. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. DC is a horrible live streamer. She doesn't know how to make any content. She doesn't know how to she just sits there and Negs is like, criticizing Husky. She's like, are you going to say anything? Are you going to say... Negs, how can you criticize Hussey for walking down the street? First of all, walking down the street in New York City is a fucking task. It's hard. It's not really something that you should be walking. You shouldn't be walking and filming and talking at the same time. You have to focus sometimes on certain parts of the sidewalk. It gets really busy. You have to watch where you're going and focus. And how can you criticize him, but DC will sit there with her mouth agape like a fly, like she's ready to catch flies and staring at the screen and like,
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Swallowing
really?
and shit.
Oh
my god, what was the last live stream I watched? It was so awful. It was the first 30 seconds. She introduced herself by saying like, "Hi guys, how are you? I was up all night throwing up because of the acid reflux and now my esophagus feels like raw meat."
And then
it was disgusting.
Drinking. And then she
started drinking Mike's Hard.
I'm like, I think I found your problem, DC. You're drinking Mike's Hard lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of a GERD attack.
What is this, like fucking happy hour at the college bar? Like, I don't understand.
I saw that stream as well, and I was extremely confused of there was just so many clashing events that transpired in the hour that she streamed or so.
Yeah, the shit that she says is just not what normal people say in the first, and it's not entertaining. Nobody says that to be entertaining. No one says that at all. Like, no one says, "Hey, sorry, I've been throwing up all night because of the acid reflux."
Right, that's how you open the stream. Come on.
You can stream another day. Holy fuck, And then she's like, I'm sick right now, so I'm just gonna be eating throughout the stream.
That's where you go your community tab going, "Hey guys, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna stream today. I'm not feeling well." That'd be the end of the story.
Why did she stream immediately the next day and then drink? If I was throwing up all night, I wouldn't want to hop on video and do my makeup and stream for a bunch of people and then proceed to have alcohol.
Right.
And she was nibbling throughout the stream. The eating is so disgusting.
I mute my mic when I eat. I sometimes will eat while I stream while you guys talk and stuff, but I mute my mic and I don't have my camera on so you can guys watch me chew.
Well, it's not for me, it's not even a pet peeve. You know how some people just cannot stand, have no tolerance for it. I'm not like that, but it's she's doing it all the time. It's you have to expect it when you watch. That's why I barely watch her, right? I can't.
And her mouth noises piss me off on a good day. She just she inhales a lot of air and she smacks her lips and stuff. It's like, bitch, I know you be farting. I know you be farting up a storm because you just be inhaling and burping too. You inhale all kinds of air. Ooh, I know you be farting and burping all the damn time. You probably stink up Negs is added. It probably smell like shit in there because you be breathing all that hot air in there, farting, burping. She inhales too much. She needs to stop doing that.
Yeah.
When you inhale like that, it's that's what happens. You fart and you burp. But that was weird with the marked hard. Like, you would think, like, she's, like, old, right? She's older. You would think by now she would know not to drink acidic, like, anything, like, you know, not just alcohol, but juice or soda or, you know, like, that's common sense. Next, she's going to be like, hi, guys. I've been up all night with explosive diarrhea. I'm going to sit here and eat this curry, though. Hee hee. Like, that's what it's going to be. She needs to stop sharing. Not everything is to be shared.
No, it shouldn't be.
Ew. Because I just don't know why she felt the need to, like, share that. Like, you could have been like, oh, I was sick last night, but no, she had to go.
But this is why, like, I theorized on the forums that I asked, actually, does she have autism? Like, I was being genuinely serious, because the way she comes off is like, I don't know if she's aware how socially awkward she comes off.
Yeah, and she's got really weird like fixations on like certain events, you know, like Watergate. She's really obsessed with.
Or
everything about
the
like 9/11.
The QAnon thing. She wouldn't let go. She kept talking about that forever.
I don't know if she's autistic, if not more socially awkward, because she never really had friends. She makes up these fantastical scenarios of her life as a young person. I don't think they're real. I don't think she had a very interesting young life. I think that's why she's acting the way she is now. I'm trying to relive her glory days, because as someone who was I wasn't super wild in my 20s, but I was wild enough to where I could look back and be like, yeah, I don't want to do my 20s again. I'm good. I got it out of my system, right? But like, she just seems to not have ever reached that point. So it kind of makes me wonder how crazy her 20s must have been if she's trying to relive them again. Like, I wouldn't want to relive my 20s again. I lived and I learned and I experienced new things, and that's all I needed to do, and I'm good. But she seems to not have had that closure. And because like she's trying to act like so young and hip and cool, and you know, with her hair extensions and her baggy clothes and her stupid fucking necklaces she got from Five
You know
Below.
why? It's because in her 20s, right? All she had to do was like party and go to school or whatever the fuck she did, right? But then she got into her 30s and she got a career and she sucked at it. She sucked so bad at it, she got fired from Fox News. So she has nothing to show for her life, despite whatever she claims her accomplishments are. Her life was pretty fucking depressing. So maybe like she's like, okay, well, the 20s were good. Let's live that up again.
And this was after she started bragging about, you know, I used to do Quaaludes and
the
ecstasy
Quaaludes.
And cocaine and vodka is a great combination. Shit like that. And this was after she was like calling everybody unemployed losers and shit.
Junkies and drug addicts.
Junkies, yeah. So yeah, now she's not this, everybody knows she's not this career, like professional, like career woman who's, you know, who's seen and done all these great things, you know. So, you know, this is what she's doing now. The only life experience she's had is like partying a few times.
I wonder what is really going on here, because I just feel like even if she is trying to relive her 20s, it doesn't account for all the other weird behavior that she's been exhibiting. Like, I don't know, like this, you know, the thing with Negs and spending all this money on him and doing all like this weird behavior on stream, like the one where she was like shaking
in her 20s.
She was like twerking her ass and stuff on, like, nobody wants to see her old lady ass on stream, you know?
I think that's a product of mental decline.
I'm sorry, I don't think anybody wants to see my lady old ass either. So I mean, dude, I don't think anybody wants to see hers.
I'm 31 and I wouldn't shake my ass on a live stream like that. I have too much dignity. You know?
Yeah, you know, you have like, she's got like nothing to live for at that point, you know?
Well,
like, nothing to lose.
Well, I was asking, it's like, does she know she's terminally ill or something? Like, is that what this is?
Yeah, people were like concerned.
Yeah, people are concerned.
Terminally ill. If I were terminally ill and didn't have any kids like she does, I would be traveling the fucking world. Are you kidding me?
I wouldn't stay in Indiana. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I wouldn't be sticking around.
Well, this is her securing her legacy, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, like fuck a dude. You can fuck plenty of dudes in Europe or Japan or wherever you want to fucking go. Like, you can fuck as many as you want if you're dying, you know?
But she's also racist, right? So she doesn't want to go do that.
Yeah, they gotta come to her, you know?
Listen, DC, I don't know about you. You may be past the expiry date for Italian men. Maybe not. Maybe you'd get like an old fat drunk one to come up to you at a bar or something. But listen, in Europe, ladies, go, because they love American women, and they love, especially if you like kind of like you got a little tan skin, you got curly hair, maybe you look a little ethnic. They like those women. They do. They like to buy us drinks.
Well, remember when she was at the Derby, she was all excited that the bartender gave her a free drink. And I was like, he's trying to get rid of you. You're a weirdo who's standing there in front of his bar, dressed like nobody else is dressed, and you don't have anybody with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
was pity.
The way she was dressed was crazy.
I didn't see that.
The legendary Chanel booties.
Those are like the worst things I've ever seen.
Just screamed class.
The booties were bad. The bad booties.
The bad booties.
It was like Crocs.
She got those at fucking Marshalls or something. Those were.
No, remember she tried to prove it. She showed some model wearing it on like something, and it's like those are the shoes. I'm like, first of all, you're wearing used shoes. Second of all, they still look shitty.
She got those as like a last act at Macy's in like 2010.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she definitely got them like off the off-fit Saks Fit, like a bargain outlet.
Yeah,
this is like a bargain outlet that's
mall.
like, you know, everything's 90% off because we're closing down, kind of. Like, that's what they look like. And they weren't even like in great condition.
And them shits like ran through. Like, she looked like she ran a marathon.
Yeah, she was running and participating in the Derby.
She's a little too big of a woman to be wearing shoes like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she is. She's too stocky to be wearing shoes. Those are for tall, thin, athletic.
If you have got like long legs, those are the shoes for you. She does not.
She has fat cankles and stubby feet. They don't.
And she wore them.
You needed a boot.
She wore them with a long dress. You couldn't even see them. So what was the point?
That's what I was thinking as well. Because booties are cute, but if you wear them with a long dress, there's no point.
Well, she had to cover her cankles.
She claims
and
to
her
be all about
whatever
fashion,
she was wearing, like her dress shirt or whatever, was like wrinkled, like, and her nails were shit. That still pisses me off. I know that pisses a lot of people off. Her fucking nails.
The chip nails was the worst part. Because I'm like, you had time. You chose not to.
Yeah, but you remember what the excuse was for the chipped nails?
Oh, the rough sex? Yeah.
Yeah, she said that her negs do rough things, and that's why. But I'm like, bitch, that still doesn't explain the chipped nails. That still doesn't explain the nails. What are you doing that's like, I mean, how are you fucking up your manicure? I don't understand.
Is that when she got into the whole Venus flytrap thing and like throwing a man around or something?
Oh,
she said. So this is how immature and like mentally degraded that DC is, because she said, "I've never popped." I'm assuming she was throwing shade at me. I've never popped a kid out. My shit's tight like a Venus flytrap. First of all, Venus flytraps aren't fucking tight. We had this discussion. For those of you that don't know, one of my hobbies is growing carnivorous plants, and I do have quite a few Venus flytraps, and they're not tight. There's nothing tight about them. They dissolve their prey with liquids, with
acid.
With acid, yeah.
So in other words,
that's why she was staying up all night with the acid reflux.
Like, what a horrible analogy. They're not tight at all. I can open up a Venus flytrap if I really wanted to. It's very easy to do. Anyways, but like my point is that she clearly doesn't know anything about. She's such a feminist, right? But she doesn't know anything about female anatomy because she thinks that having a kid makes your vagina loose, which, yeah, maybe, I guess, like in some ways that could be kind of true, half true, but like with your pelvic floor and stuff, but that's not always the case, DC. That's not, your vagina doesn't automatically just become loose after you have a kid.
Garrett, I can vouch for that. I have 4. I know what you're talking about. Trust me.
Yeah. Like if
it
you
is not
Kegels, Yeah, if you do your
Yeah,
Kegels
the thing
and you take care of yourself, you know.
Yeah, the thing about like female anatomy, it's never supposed to be loose down there to retain moisture and make sure that things are healthy. What it does is it just makes it more malleable, so it's just easier for you to have more children the next time around. Like it just prepares your body more. It doesn't like, you don't have like, like a dungeon well, just like, like the abyss. That's just not how female anatomy works.
And you would think as a self-proclaimed feminist, she would know that. But
Well, I think she does. I think she does. She does know that, but the problem is this is how she thinks you insult people, right? And it's just, first of all, it's not a great insult, and just on the face of it. And you're also a woman, and you claim to be a feminist, so can't you? And you claim to be smart, so you can't come up with a better insult.
Yeah, loose pussy.
Exactly.
You know, like what is this, MySpace?
I agree with Fupa Balls.
She has no sense of style or fashion. That's.
I never wanted to say anything because I didn't want to be rude, but like her earrings are probably the most like something that bothers me the most because she always wears these like humongous junk jewelry earrings.
Yeah, her collection of like hobo jewelry really bothers me because she wears it all at once.
It's like that.
I noticed that too.
It never goes with what she's wearing either.
No.
Yeah.
Like the hat she wore the other day on stream, and those big
like fortune teller.
The artisanal earrings she wears are so weird looking. They look like they're from like cheap like Target or something.
Right, like I mean, I get the feeling that she's bought them from some expensive place, or she's going to tell us that she did, but they look like they're from like a yard sale.
Yeah, they
or from like
bought them from Amber Lynn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm using Canadian analogies. I mean like Sally Ann, not Value Village. Sorry. Value Village is Canadian.
Oh, you're Canadian as well? Nice.
Yep. Oh, so you got me.
Yeah, because I heard Value Village and I was just like, oh my god.
They have Value Village in. Oh, where did Neechie go? She left. I don't know. I was gonna say we have 3 Canadians on here, I think, but never mind.
We have 3 Canadians on here.
Now we outnumber you.
Okay. Personally, I like the big glasses. I think big glasses make if it depends on somebody's face shape, but I like when people have big glasses. I think it looks really cute. It's just that she has really small eyes, so the really thick rims on the glasses kind of like take away from her eyes.
Yeah, it doesn't help she puts her eyeliner all around her face too.
I know.
If you have really small eyes, you shouldn't be tight lining your eyes because
Yes,
it makes
Lisa
them
told
look
us many
smaller.
times, and she does not care.
Yeah.
DC could look okay if she learned how to dress her age and do her makeup properly. She apparently she uses milk of magnesia or milk of however you fucking pronounce it. That shit you take when you have your stomach is like feeling like caca. She uses that as foundation.
What? When did you say that?
Wait. Did you just say that she uses milk or she uses a lactate for her foundation?
Yes. Apparently so.
How does that even work?
Well, I don't know, but it's white. It's milky white, so like I guess it makes sense.
She must be dead. How she rehydrates the skin.
Wow.
Like what?
Yeah, apparently she uses this milk of magnesia for like.
Are we sure it's not like a foundation that's called milk of magnesia?
No, I'm telling you, what was it? Belinda told me this. Belinda, and you know Belinda doesn't lie. I was like, she uses milk of magnesia for her makeup, like her foundation. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you're not shitting me, right? She's like, no, I'm for real. And I'm like,
because I've heard her say that she gets MAC makeup exclusively. She only wears MAC and it's high end. Blah blah blah. I wear MAC. I like MAC. So where the fuck did the milk of magnesia come from?
I have no idea.
Because she's fucking crusty like that.
Someone take the internet away from Grandma.
I mean, okay, I will say this right now. Like, MAC makeup is not high end.
No, it's not. But I like it. Like, you find what works for you, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I use like Too Faced, Benefit, Tarte, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I will also be that basic person and go buy a drugstore like.
Yeah, me too. But that's the thing is, like, I don't go around saying, "Oh, my makeup is very expensive and high end." She does that, and I don't know why.
So it says beauty bloggers sometimes recommend using milk of magnesia as a primer under makeup. It is unclear whether this works.
Wow.
Or if it is safe to leave the milk of magnesia on your skin all day.
Yeah, I probably would not want to do that. I'm just gonna.
Okay, but what is milk of magnesia? Like,
It's
I know
like,
what.
It's like I don't know. People don't really use it anymore, so
Yeah,
it's kind of hard.
It's usually for like stomach issues, right?
Yeah, it's like
It's like a medication.
It's a laxative.
Oh yeah, so yeah, like what is it? Like a Pepto-Bismol, but like sort of like that.
It's like Pepto-Bismol without the flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can't be good to put on your face, I don't think.
Probably clogs your pores.
It probably does a lot more than just clog your pores. It probably
soaks into your skin. Maybe that's why she's losing her fucking mind. Maybe it leaked into her brain or something, or her bloodstream, or I don't know.
Why she's the color of death, literally. So
yeah,
probably.
It's like I'm just starting to use like BB creams, like because my skin looks like crap lately. So
your skin is your largest organ. Please take care of it. Okay, that's my music.
I use a CC cream and like a little bit of concealer for like my face, and I think it looks nice.
Yeah, but I don't use that much either.
Like I've actually this BB cream that I've been using is actually really decent, and I don't mind it. And I barely use any concealer.
Do you guys see this comment? Nick shipped himself empty.
Oh God. Ew. That's probably true though.
Yeah, John Redcorn. Or that's not
it's
John
kind
Redcorn,
of like having an acid reflux when eating spicy food, but instead of like an acid reflux, it's kind of like a reflex of having violent diarrhea after kissing DC.
Maybe that's why he keeps making that face every time she gets near.
And maybe that explains the milk of magnesia. Maybe.
That would help with the rage puke. Yeah.
Yeah, like for me, indefinitely. Like I do have really bad acid reflux that I have to take medication for it, and I mean that stuff is no joke. But with her saying that she had really bad acid reflux and then drinks, that's
on an empty stomach.
But here's the real question.
Just drinks. She drinks the most acidic fucking alcoholic beverage she could find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Straight trash. But do you put your acid reflux medication on your face?
No, I do not. I actually swallow the damn pills.
I mean, then you're clearly using them wrong.
Oh, apparently.
Yeah. It's safe to say that DC's makeup routine is probably not good.
What everybody wants.
Like the eyeliner and the actual eyelid, like inside the eye. Like,
oh my God, that photo where you zoomed in on her eyeliners, like all over her fucking eye. I was like, she sees herself, and she took this photo, and then she looked at it and said, "This is good."
Yeah, she said she looked better than all of us in that photo. She said she looked better than all of us.
That was her flex.
And then
she's a scary looking fucking woman. I'm pretty sure you guys saw my tweet, right? I took a magic mushroom last night, and that woman's face was the most intense. Like for the first like 10 seconds, I had to tell myself that she wasn't real. She couldn't hurt me. Like,
she is very scary.
She looks sorry about the noise around here. Dogs walking around on the floor.
It's all good.
She is like a living like Michael Myers mask.
She looks like a fucking
she should
skinwalker.
find her in like the special effects department or something.
She looks like a fucking She looks like a cryptid. She looks like a skinwalker for real.
I mean, like
you mean a white walker, not a skinwalker?
Like I remember seeing a stream where DC was actually talking about her weight, and she was saying that she gained a lot of weight like during lockdown. Because she was like really thin before. And during and like from lockdown going forward to like now, she has gained a lot of weight. Like she addressed it, but
I also think some of that has to do with the fact that she's on these long car trips to see nags every other weekend.
Yeah.
And she's not really moving around too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she's eating like shit when she's there, and neither of them cook.
And also she would, before like all this happened, remember she had cancer. And you know, you lose weight, you get thin on that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap up this stream with this fun video. Let's maybe I'll find one that's a little shorter since we're talking about skinwalkers and shit. Maybe DC will be in one of these. I don't know. Maybe. Let's find one shorter. Okay.
I said she's a white walker, not a skinwalker.
If DC pops up on the screen and jump scares me, I think I might pass away.
Well, if you haunt your house afterwards, then maybe you'll be in one of these videos.
Megs, I have a great idea for you. When Mima passes away, save her face skin and use it as a prop in your 2B videos.
Not Mima.
The fuck is that?
I'm pretty sure that's what she's doing right now. Fuck. She just yeah, she's scary looking.
You could talk while this is playing.
Reaching out.
Oh my god.
This next video was sent to me by Nukestop viewer Philip Whitaker from Burnley, England. In his email, Philip says that he has had several strange experiences.
I feel like flaming Amy right now.
I know. I was never caught
say that.
anything on
It's like a
camera
flaming Amy stream.
until now.
Yay!
One night, his fiance is sitting quietly in the living room when this happens.
I love this guy, by the way. His name's Nuke's Top 5. He's fucking awesome. You should, if you like this type of stuff, subscribe to him. He's great. He's awesome.
And
his content's perfect. Is amazing. What happened?
What?
DC, is that you?
That'd be me if there's a ghost. Like,
The faint humming of a woman can be heard as a pale, translucent mist seems to fly directly over Philip's girlfriend, sending her.
Can I tell you guys a funny story real quick though? Before, ow, what the fuck? I got stabbed in my fucking ribs. Okay, so my old house that I lived in, that I moved in from this one, was like haunted. Like, I don't care if you guys believe it. It was haunted as fuck. Like, I'm telling you, like multiple people heard and saw shit in this house, like all like in different occasions. Well, one night I was home alone. My daughter was asleep. I was downstairs working and all that. And I was upstairs working. And I hear like a bunch of noise in my kitchen, right? And I know that nobody was in the house because I had cameras downstairs at the time because my dog would like to get up on the table. And and I was trying to like catch him in the act. So I had a camera that was like almost by the door and it would go off motion sensor and like nothing showed up. Like no one had walked in the door. So I know that wasn't a break-in. I heard like someone shuffling around my kitchen, like moving pots and pans and shit. Right. So I was like, shut up. Or I said, shut the fuck up. And it like stopped.
Go to the light.
Okay, I'll let you guys know this. The house that I'm living in now used to be owned by, I think, a couple that had a laundromat, like way long ago, and their child had died in this house on Halloween, and I've seen him a few times, and he's been closing doors and shit.
Well, and that child was DC Media Girl. No.
Yeah, like this child actually like literally shut doors, giggles. I've actually seen this child I have actually seen this child a couple of times myself, but it was kind of creepy.
That's crazy. That's just real, I believe. But yeah, so I don't know. The energy in that house has to be so fucking crazy. Like that shit has to be going on over there. And
it's actually it's not really bad energy. It's more like good energy because it's a kid.
Oh no, I mean like in Negs's.
Oh, Negs's house probably really bad mojo. Really bad mojo.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you walk into Nix's house, you just get like a curse or something.
Wouldn't be the first time to hear that.
Yeah, that probably smell pretty bad too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm making it sign.
My little mobile mobile router that I carry upstairs, like died on me. Forgive me. Let's go back to what we were doing. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries.
What's up? I was like, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We
can hear you.
Yo, what the fuck? Y'all saw that?
Fuck off.
I would have been out of there
Philip
faster
and
than
his
that.
fiance have no idea what they captured on their security camera. But
fuck you and fuck your family.
Is she like naked from the
live
waist down?
on camera.
I couldn't tell.
No. She had a pair of
Twitch and
shorts
YouTube
on.
channels are focused on gameplay and Pokemon. None of his videos or live streams have any connection with the paranormal.
It's an
which makes this next clip very strange. During one of Kayoya's live streams on Twitch, he is playing a game and talking to his audience when he hears something behind him.
He's not coming, guys. Brock's not coming. Oh no!
What the fuck?
I didn't see
Oh my
it.
goodness.
What
I did.
I missed it.
Alright.
Like,
How many people we got?
Oh hell no.
Hello?
Good night.
Night. Holy shit balls.
What am I missing?
I don't know. There's a noise. I guess
Something
maybe.
like I saw a couple things like was moving, and then I saw something fell.
Oh fuck no.
Okie dokie.
The light on.
Oh, okay. So one more thing. Okay, so like when I was moving from my old house, one of my friends was helping me pack some stuff. It was like really early in the morning. Like we were working really late.
Mm-hmm.
And we heard, mind you, my house is like in the middle of nowhere. It was in the woods when we heard someone say, "Hello, don't leave." And we looked at each other and we're like, "Did you hear that shit?" And we looked all around the house because it was so loud. Like we thought actually someone was in there. Like it sounded kind of distant, but it sounded like loud too at the same time.
Yeah.
Like someone was in the other room with the door closed, like shouting kind of.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't outside for sure. And we just like froze. We were like, oh my God. Like we went and we checked on my daughter and we were like, oh my God, like I'm getting goosebumps to stop talking about it. And we were so scared. Like we heard that. Like it wasn't just me, it was someone else who heard that. That's what makes it even scarier. Is when you experience something and someone else experiences it at the same time. There's like no explanation. So scary.
For some reason. Whatever.
Kayoya explains that his handheld vacuum has mysteriously just fallen to the floor.
I think now.
But did you see it?
No.
The live streamer is completely unaware, but a dark, shadow-like figure seems to peek into frame right behind him.
Yeah.
Kayoya has no idea who or what this is. In a follow-up video, he explains exactly where it happened.
Okay, so right over here is where he was caught.
Because they'll peek around the corners
Here's a
at
little hand
you.
vacuum that kind of just went like that.
They're only seeing if they
Probably a
want to
little
be
softer,
seen.
but that's
They
roughly
say.
what it seemed to be.
According
It
to
was
legend.
right here on the floor. So
But like,
that's nice.
even if you
Also,
were a
here's
ghost,
stairs
what's the purpose?
going up, and here
Fuck
I will
with
I'll
people.
go up them just so that you all know what it sounds like.
Like you have to be a petty motherfucker. You just walk up to someone's shit, just be like,
You have to be a real negative Nancy.
for real.
It still makes this much noise.
Yo, his shit's messy. It looks like Meg's attic.
Don't even try.
Yuck.
Trust me.
Yeah.
So even if this was
Yeah,
just
no,
a
because I
real
saw it
person,
at first, and then I
who
saw it
was
again.
And how did they not make a sound on the creaky staircase?
Because they're
Kayoya
a
believes that he
ghost.
might have captured a paranormal event.
It looks like an
live
old
on
person.
camera.
Yeah.
But as always, I leave it up to you to
Some old
decide.
person definitely died in that house. It was like an old man.
Yeah.
Looking at it.
Child's Play.
Yeah.
Marika de Wit from the Netherlands posts on TikTok that she is
Oh, hell
worried
no.
about
I'm
her
already
youngest
creeped out.
son. 2-year-old Mateo was playing in his room upstairs when Marika hears the boy yelling. She hurries upstairs to check on him, but everything seems fine. But when she looks at her security footage to see what the problem was, she is shocked.
Oh my god! That is so scary.
That is scary.
Fuck no.
Oh, the poor baby.
I know. Poor thing. Why was he playing in the dark like that, though? It was weird.
Yeah, that is weird. That scared the.
Did someone turn the light on, or did? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
somebody turned on the light.
Oh my god, yo! He got
What an
smacked.
asshole
You
goes.
saw that, right? What a
Correct.
dickhead.
I was about to scream and then have my.
Mateo appears to be looking at and even arguing with someone or something that
There was one of these that I watched. I don't think it's this one, but it's another one.
Yes?
If I find it, I'll stream it. Where the little girl was. Oh, what's up? Okay. Well, there was a little girl that was getting dragged underneath her bed by something.
Oh.
That would no. See, I would.
that we
Nah,
can't
that would
see.
scar me.
To be pushed backwards onto the floor.
That's crazy.
Now, Marika says that Mateo is fine and was completely unharmed. But this is where the story takes
Even
a
the
very
kid's like, what the
strange
fuck,
turn.
dude?
You see, Marika says that she was originally pregnant with triplets, but sadly, the other 2 fetuses failed to develop, leaving only little Mateo. Marika believes that Mateo might be visited by the spirits of his unborn siblings.
Okay, I don't know about
But
that.
what do you think happened to
Maybe.
little Mateo? Let me know.
I just think
Before we
there's an
move on to the
asshole
next
ghost in that
video, if you
person's
see
house.
anything that you think should be included in the
These are-
top 5, contact us at
The
nukestop5@gmail.com.
fetuses.
Sticks and stones. Belgian urban explorer Jens from the
Coming
YouTube
to
channel
haunt your
Syntax
dreams.
travels to a small town in Germany to explore a 120-year-old abandoned
Oh,
sanatorium. The sanatorium was built in 1905 to treat patients suffering
hope you
from
got your
severe
tetanus shot.
and life-threatening lung disease. The clinic eventually closed its doors in
That's a crazy-looking
1992,
building.
but the structure was left to rot and decay for almost 30 years.
Wow.
Jens is joined by his friends as they attempt to do a paranormal investigation inside the sanatorium.
Listen,
Imagine-like structure.
all power to people who do urbex. I'm a little pussy, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit.
I would, but I would do it with my friends. I wouldn't do it by myself.
Yeah.
Sure is a bit remote. Hidden.
When we went to Venice, like I contemplated going to Poveglia Island. I don't know if you guys know what Poveglia Island is. It's an island off the coast of Venice that was used during the Middle Ages to quarantine plague victims away from society. And basically you went there to die. Like you didn't leave. Like you went there and you died there and that was it. And they burned the bodies of the plague victims, which were, obviously many during the Black Plague, on the beach, on the shores of the island. And they burned so many bodies on that island that they've done tests, like, analysis of like the sand there, and it's made out of human ash.
Ew.
So, yeah. So, and then after it was a quarantine like island, it became a mental asylum for patients like who, had a lot of mental disabilities. And that in itself was like, automatic content as fuck, right? So, but on top of that, there's actual documentation of a doctor that climbed to the top of like, I think like a water tower, a watchtower. I forget what type of tower it was. It was some type of elevated tower and jumped off and killed himself. So it's like, it's scary. It's a scary fucking place. And a lot of people have visited there and they say that they leave feeling disturbed. They leave feeling like sick and all kinds of things. It's crazy.
Away and surrounded by woods. So when the explorers begin to hear strange, unexplained noises coming from outside,
don't mind the noise. That
they're
was my
understandably
kid.
a little freaked out.
That's fine. No worries.
I didn't know it was him until he came up the stairs from the basement.
Er zijn er nog mensen. Ja. Ah, wacht. Hier is iemand.
Het was wel duidelijk dat er mensen waren, meerdere mensen zelf. Ik persoonlijk had maar 1 persoon gezien, maar als ik de videobeelden achteraf traag bekijk, zie ik zelf meerdere mensen. Hier zie je duidelijk 4 personen staan, waaronder 3 met zaklamp. Op het moment dat ik naar buiten keek, deden er 2 personen hun zaklamp uit.
Okay. What?
Dat is dus al iets wat niet
klopt. Is he trying to say that
mensen...
the ghosts have flashlights?
It could be, like he said, they saw multiple people. It could be actually ghosts, or it could be police officers too, because he said that they thought that it was police.
Sometimes I feel like some of these, like, whilst they could be paranormal, I think some of them can be explained by like other or urbexers. You know what I mean? Like maybe they're scared too. They're like, "Who the fuck is that?" And they just don't go near the other group,
Yeah.
Like if I were in a dark, scary place where I had to watch where I was going and there was like, I was trespassing, like if I saw people like they did, if I saw people from a distance, I'd be like, oh shit, let's not go over there. Let's avoid them. Like I wouldn't, I don't know.
Did you ever hear about that thing? What was it? It was popular for like a minute, Randomotica or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the story? This was a real story about how like a group of friends were using it and then they found a real dead body.
Yeah, they found a dead body in a suitcase. This happened in Seattle.
Yeah.
Last year, and they found a dead body in a suitcase, and it was actually a victim of a serial killer.
And they didn't even know. They just found this. Like it was an active serial killer.
And they still haven't caught the guy.
Yeah.
So he's still out there somewhere.
But that's the thing that actually made me freak out a little bit because that whole thing was like really weird. I was like, okay, I don't believe this, but that one story, I was like, maybe.
There's a lot of Randomotica weird, like finds and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how much like you said, I don't know how much of it's real, but that one was definitely real because it was in the news.
Die hun niet herkenbaar willen maken, dat klopt gewoon niet. En dat wisten wij. Die angst dat we hadden, was niet normaal.
Er is hier iemand. Nee, ik heb echt
like they said there's someone there.
Het was een zaklamp en ik heb mijn piek.
The Syntax team see the glare of multiple flashlights nearby. Fear that there might be dangerous people lurking just outside.
Oh my god, then get out of there
then. They hear something downright chilling.
Dat is naar buiten, ik heb ze niet stilstaan in Schottenweg.
Hallo?
Goedendag.
Ja, als het feit dat ze niet antwoorden is raar.
Ja, dat is inderdaad fucking raar.
Het moment toen we riepen, hallo, goedendag, niemand antwoordde. Waarom zou je niet antwoorden? Dat is het bewijs dat het slechte intenties had.
Ja, die is ons bang aan het maken. Die is ons maar buiten aan het lokken.
That's fine,
No worries.
Neechie. Thank you for coming on.
This is niet juist, man.
The Urbex group is shocked as it sounds like the people outside are hacking and stomping away at the very building itself.
I might cut it off
The
after
entire
this one, and then we
foundation
can-
seems to shake and rubble starts to fall from the ceiling above them. What
whole
happens
wall.
next
Building's off.
is absolutely terrifying.
Nah, fuck that shit. Even if it like, I almost prefer it to be in a ghost.
Oh my god. Yes. I hate it when that happens.
Snel.
Ooh, what is all that dust? That was creepy.
That they said that the building was starting to collapse on them.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Alles okay?
That's why they're asking.
Yo, they got the girl carrying that big ass thing too. Shit.
Yeah. Oh, she's like far off ahead. She's like, fuck this shit, I'm going.
She left them in the dust, bro.
I would. Let me just say, if this happened to me, I would be the first one gone.
Suckers.
Yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah, I would have been like, see you later. Bye.
All right, we can do probably one more, and then we can
Run
call
for
it
it
a
and
night.
just barely make their escape from the collapsing building. Now they are in a panic and hurries through the woods to find their way back to the small road near the sanatorium. But when they get there, they encounter 4 young men who are acting very suspiciously.
What the f? Hè? Wat? Urbex. Alles chill?
Yes, yes. Are you okay? Are you okay? Hey.
What are you doing?
Are you okay? We make lost places.
You know what's really weird? Like, why do they keep switching between German and English?
Well,
I wonder why that is.
Because like most German
English is part of the language there. They
know
learn it, and most people speak it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just like wondering, like, if they're not English speakers.
But they do. Like they'll speak English. Like if you don't know somebody, like that, they'll try English. You know.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, I was just saying, like, oh, that's cool.
Oh.
But we were inside.
It is cool.
We are inside. Bitte?
This
We
actually
are
reminds me of a place that used to be around. It's not anymore. But
Zeg maar crazy of zo, dikke.
We were already dead.
Huh?
Maar die hebben ze English.
There. There.
We was inside.
We are here.
What have you done?
I found it here.
Yes, but you broke the house. It's coming down. We was inside.
No. I saw you.
Is it? Yes, we were inside. Look.
Are you okay?
Okay.
Are you okay?
We're nearly dead.
Do you have Wunder oder
No, but we are
Verletzung? Are you
scared.
injured?
Look, we are scared.
Yes. I know. What happened? We heard it only.
You? I don't know what you do, but you have stepped the building. It's coming down. We was inside. Yes,
No, we was
have
not
seen you.
inside. Nee.
I
we hebben alles op camera.
Niet roepen, rustig praten.
No,
Wat denk je dat waren zitten? We waren bijna twintig.
Maar waren zij?
Next time we'll finish the Passengers documentary.
Why are you
We just got distracted with DC stuff, assuming that DC and Negs don't do anything crazy next time, which is not.
Je bent compleet.
No.
I don't have much hope in that they're going to
We
behave
are not with them.
anytime soon. So.
We are just tourists. I don't know what they do, but they come us.
Oh my god, this is like I'm getting bored. of
Again. Jens points out that one of the men was holding a large wooden object that he believes they might have used to beat at the base of the rotting
So they
building,
knocked the house
causing
down.
the collapse.
That's crazy.
Live exploration.
Okay, so there's this place called Fort Stan. It used to be a military base, and then it turned into a sane asylum.
Yeah.
And it's not there anymore. It used to be. However, this place, I've actually have been in it. It scared the living shit out of me because it felt so creepy and so wrong to be in there. And like we heard like devastating stories about like some soldiers have hung themselves there. We have heard stories that some of the patients that were there had been electrocuted, have been through really bad treatments. And like I said, like when I was there, it felt wrong. It felt really wrong to be there. And it's actually
Okay,
kind of funny
Mars.
because it used to,
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks, Mars. It was named one of the most scariest places in not just in Saskatchewan, like not just where I'm from, but also from like in Canada and in North America.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy.
And like I said, I just stepped on the ground and I felt so uneasy. My husband took me and the kids there, and I literally start freaking out on my husband. I'm like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. And he's like, why? What's wrong? And I'm like, because I feel sick, like physically sick. You can't just put me there. But it was bad.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
places like that aren't really my vibe. I'm I'm sensitive to that type of stuff. You know, like I get very sick around that kind of, like, even if it's just like that's a bad energy type of vibe. Like I'm not, you know, I don't like that kind of stuff. I tend to react a little, like I'm just more sensitive to environments like that. That's all. But I think
I wasn't just sensitive to it. I felt like physically ill, and I was telling my husband, I'm like, you guys can go anywhere near it. Just park a little ways from there, and I'll be fine. So.
Yeah, that's intense. I mean, I couldn't. I would do it. I would have to say no too. If that were me. That's crazy. But I think we're going on 3 hours. I'm getting a little tired. I have to still go make dinner. I have to make dinner and stuff like that. So I'm gonna we'll bring this to an end. I'm gonna play us out, and I hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your Labor Day weekend. Stay safe, don't drink and drive. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to, if you like this content. And if you're interested in joining our Discord, that is linked in the description of this video and all my other videos. And with that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evenings and have a good one. All right. And thank you everybody for coming on and spending this time with me. Thanks, AK and Lil Boots and everyone else that came on. I really enjoyed this. This stream was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it was a good one.
It was. Hopefully we get more people in the future, and we can do this again. Like with a lot of people on. It's more fun that way, don't you think?
I think so.
I think so too. All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Later.